My friends, hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Glad to see you all here. What's up, Zira? How's it going, man? Good to hear from you. Hope you're doing well, dude. What's up, James? Glad you could make the stream, dude. Ned, good to hear from you. Hope everybody's doing good. Having a great Sunday. I know it's been a little while, guys. Welcome back, just like we never left, right? Good to hear from everybody. Thanks for being here. We're back. What's up, Hans? Han Solo, how we doing, man? Glad everybody's here.
Firewood.
Michael C, Michelle C, what's up?
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things do happen from time to time.
Nice to be back, you know it.
Keep your heart warm.
You know it, guys. Great to hear from you all. Great to hear from everybody. Yeah. It's been a little bit. As of course there hasn't really been much to much going on, unfortunately, in the world of Manor Lords, but we do have some update news on the horizon. I'm sure most of you have probably watched the videos that I've posted over the past couple days. Let me know if the music's too loud or not loud enough or whatever, as usual. If you guys need me to adjust anything, just let me know. But yeah, if you guys haven't, just make sure to check out a couple of videos posted here on the channel over the last week or so, talking about the upcoming updates and just reviewing stuff in general. We can import beef and cookies even though we can't make them? Did not know that. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously those items exist in the game. They just haven't implemented any functionality for them. Can't wait for those patches. I know, right? We need more patches. We need dozens of patches. Bath still bath finding issues? I know, right? I know, we'll have to see. I'm sure Bath will be turning up. Bath will be here, I'm sure. I don't know about Infomol Rat. It's always a pleasant surprise whenever he's around. What's up, Bert from Belgium? Sounds good. Nice. Thanks, dude. Cool. Well, yeah, I've just been I just fired up a new little town here. Since yesterday. To be honest with you guys, I have not played very much in general over the last several months. You know, I've played a little bit here and there just to kind of check in on things, but have not played too much. So we're gonna be getting back into the swing of things here. But you know, we're on. I decided to just go with the OG map, the old school map, Germanic Valley, and we're in the top left region, Nuslohe, or however you say it. Nuslohe. Anyways, one of the issues that we've had in this game since the beginning is that since they have not followed through with doing town walls, is that, you know, when you build anything like inside of your manor, because everyone wants to have walls around their stuff, it would always like bug out anything that was like inside the manor walls. But they did, as they said, I don't know, it's just a temporary band-aid fix or whatever they want to call it. But sounds like they basically made it, or one of the developers made it, so you can actually select stuff within, if you have buildings that are within your manor walls, they're actually like functional now. So anyways, I figured my kind of rough plan here was to this like central area of the town that's a little bit more up on this little hillside type of thing. We'll have like this will be like the walled area of the like center of the town, and then kind of like on the outskirts of the town, outside of it, more like kind of like farming and industry and stuff like that. So, anyways, that's kind of the rough idea for this town that I got started up here. It's pretty early on, still just year two. Just got the basics kind of started here. It's got a rich stone, because I figured if we're going to be doing castle construction type of stuff, we pretty much need a rich stone. And then it had a rich fishing over here too. So we've just been got a little bit of fishing going on, gathering stone. As usual, we're making charcoal, and we're selling charcoal. And there was like some regular berries off in the distance that we're gathering a little bit of as well, but pretty basic stuff so far. But yeah, anyways, well, I figured we'll kind of work on this town a little bit, get back into the swing of things. But yeah, in the meantime, if anyone has any questions or topics of discussion, whatever, feel free to bring it up, and we can chat it up.
Step right up and sample.
Yeah, I saw people asking about the update, like when it's dropping or whatever. I mean, they said in the update article that it's coming to the beta patch at the end of July, which, is like, what, 5 more days? I think Friday is the 31st, right? So this week, but anyways, if you guys watched the recent video that I posted, I would not. My personal recommendation to you guys is to not worry about any of that kind of stuff, because it's only going to disappoint you. Like if you're worried about like when are they going to follow through on what they said they're going to do, it's only going to lead you to disappointment. So we'll see. Actions speak louder than words, as the saying goes, right? But we'll be obviously checking it out when it comes out. Hopefully they follow through with what they said, and definitely excited to have those new sorts of like production chains and mechanics, expanding on the mechanics of the game with like the livestock and the oats and farming and stuff like that. All sounds really cool. Seasonal assignments. As I was getting this town started, I was going through the kind of somewhat tedious motions of like, oh, winter's coming around, I gotta like unassign my fisherman's huts and berry gatherers and yada yada, and I was kind of like, yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to that seasonal assignment tool. That'll be great. Because as I was doing all that stuff, I was like, man, it's gonna be a lot better when we can actually just control this kind of from a more automated perspective or whatever, with the seasonal assignment tools that they talked about as well, and all that kind of quality of life stuff is super good. What's up, Carrie? Here to listen and learn. Yeah, welcome in. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. I'm always happy to help and share any kind of information or whatever. Nutmeg and gingerbread. Could always access buildings inside the walls, just had to exit and reload. Oh yeah, gotcha. I think we did kind of had a little bit of that going on.
These things do happen from time.
To a smaller scale, but now that it seems more legit temporarily, I figured we'd mess around with it, like purposely. That video was spicy. Yeah, I know. I figured I would ruffle some feathers, you know what I mean? But, honestly, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, I have something to say, and I'm going to say it. Pretty much simple as that, Like, I'm not the type of person, I've never been the type of person in life in general to, like, not speak up for myself or if I genuinely, like, passionately or whatever, believe stuff or have some thoughts about something or whatever. I've always kind of been someone to speak up, which can, of course, cause, you know, debates and whatever else, but it is what it is. Had to be said. I know most YouTubers will just kind of, and I, you know, sometimes we all do it, but you just kind of like say the kind of positive whatever stuff, which is cool, which is great too. You know, it's good to just be positive, but sometimes I feel like you gotta speak some truth, be a little bit more direct about some things, you know. Anyways, yeah, we are. Let's see. Like I said, there's not too much specific going on here right now. We're just very basic, you know, charcoal. We sold some planks to start out. Now we're selling charcoal. Just importing some tools to keep up with maintenance requirements, because I still think that's the best way to deal with it, rather than, you know, going through the whole process of constructing your own tools. It's just not really worth it. You can easily just buy your own through the through trade, through some simple trade like charcoal. Yeah, you haven't played Manor Lords in a while, Bert? Is cavalry on the horizon? I I wish I could tell you. I wish there was any form of answer about that, but the reality is no. No. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard about any sort of Manor Lords news or anything in a while, like I said earlier, I have posted 2 videos this last week that talk about something that, like, some stuff that they've realistically announced recently, like for what's coming up, and then another video that kind of dives more into, like, you know, the more detailed side of, like, okay, this is what's coming next. Now let's get some perspective here. Is this, you know, is this really, like, up to par, basically, or up to expectations, or what? But I will say, mainly what they've been working on in recent months is, like, a lot of performance optimization, technical improvements. The game does feel quite smooth. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really played too much, but I have heard from reliable sources such as Ned, for example, who said that they felt like the smooth performance of it was noticeable in comparison with previous. So that's good, obviously. Can't be upset about that. So. But yeah, cavalry is definitely one of those things that's like, who knows, dude? You know, it's something that Greg said many times over the years, and there doesn't seem to be any sense of progress being made towards it. So really, it's just kind of like, who knows, you know? So only time will tell. I'm trying to think about where to put more houses, because I don't want to, like, overcrowd our our top area here. I think it's kind of like good how it is. I just want to have, like, a few houses and stuff in here. I don't want to make it, like, too massive. But we already have, like, a little proxy town out here, but the edge of the region is right here. So we don't really have too much space to, like, keep going out this way. I suppose we could just line up some more houses along this path that we already have right here. It's kind of a industrial area, so these are like the working class folk who living out here, the serfs. It's weird how this one on the right side is getting the backyard gets the shape of it is so weird. Let's see if we can get something a little better. Actually, you know what? Let's place these, and then we can just delete this one on the end, because that one's all awkward. And these other ones look good. Alright, we'll go with that. Get some more housing in, because we only have one more space. I want to keep getting some pop coming in, now that we have some infrastructure. I got just a couple, like, there's a bowyer's workshop, so we're just making some war bows. I didn't put any, like, enemy AI on here, because the AI is still trash. So we're just, there's just, like, bandit camps, but we want to go clear those out because they're stealing our stuff right now. So we'll get a little bit of a military going for that. We'll set up the manor and get a retinue and all that kind of stuff here.
Come one, come all. Feast your eyes.
We could probably get the manor going now. Actually, let's let these new houses get constructed first, and then we'll go manor. and we can get a retinue set up, and we can
Step right up
think about
and
taking out some
settle.
bandit camps while we're growing our infrastructure. We really need to get some more food coming in. I added some animal pens, some goats here to a few houses. And then, like I said, we have the fish, the rich fishing pond over here. And then there's an apple orchard that I put over here. But that's not going to yield us too much, obviously, for a little bit. That's going to take a little while until it starts yielding a bunch. So, got to think about some alternative food production sources here. We're too late into the year now, but probably like coming into the next year, we'll get some farming started to get set up as well. But for now, it'll probably just be the fish. See, they're stealing our stuff here. Some charcoal and some fish. We gotta get out there and clear those bandits. Okay, we got the fish and the berries for now. Let's see if we can stock up on a bit more fish going into the winter. Apples should be starting to come in, and then we'll get some farming going. Maybe we'll put in like a a big backyard of vegetables or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe we could squeeze that right here, actually, huh? Put a house right here that has a sizable backyard. Why not? Why not? Let's go with that. All right, cool. So once these are done, we'll have a bunch of housing space. We'll have more spot for some veggies, and then we'll have more pop growth opportunity. Hey, what's up, Graph? Welcome in, welcome in. To be fair, we needed the logistics improvement. It was a pain to run any big city. Now I want some perks. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by logistics is a lot better. I mean, I think like performance and optimization is better, but I don't really know anything about how logistics is better. From my perspective, everything seems to operate the same logistics wise. You still have to transport everything, operate storehouses and granaries the same way and everything, right? So, not really sure how logistics are better. And there's been no adjustments or no improvements to the pack stations or trading posts or anything like that either. So I'm not really sure what you mean by that. What about the new beta? Will it come out next week on Steam? Yeah, we'll see, Graph. We'll see. We'll see, man. That's what they said, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really trust anything they say. I wouldn't really worry too much about those kind of things because it's just gonna disappoint you. Their track record, if you look at it objectively, means like they have said everything in the book and not delivered time and time again. So if you're spending time and energy on that, it's just going to lead to disappointment, is the objective reality. We'll take what we can get when it comes, basically. That's the best that can be said. Yeah, you started playing again, Ned? Nice. Raiders and Bandits only? Yeah, for sure. Couldn't really find any bad bugs or bugs at all. Nice. That's great to hear. That's really great to hear. And you said you were playing around with the castle planner too, right? I remember you mentioned that you said that it went faster when you were like doing castle construction and stuff. Because I'm sure you guys remember we did one of those streams. Remember we made that like really cool castle on High Peaks. And my God, it felt like we were we were sitting there for literally hours waiting for this thing to build. It's like it was a bit ridiculous. So yeah, hopefully that's better. I figured we could see how that goes here in this town as well. I've already started to build up a lot of construction materials. We've already got 150 dress stone just about, so that's really strong. We're using up too many planks on these warbows. Hold on, I'm going to set a reserve here of like 100 planks so that we slow down on that. Okay, we got our new buildings in. We'll get the extension on that. Maybe we'll put our backyard in, and then we'll get going on a manor up here and start getting that going. The stone walls build a lot faster. Nice. Heck yeah. Looking forward to see that. Yo, Patrick. By now, teams of 10 people per specialty should be employed. The idea they are hard to find. It's just silly. The huge spot they have means they can afford as many as they need of the best. Yeah, I mean, basically, Patrick, yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, they have a full professional team with tens of millions of dollars at their disposal, backed by a successful company that publishes dozens of very successful games. So, I mean, there's literally no excuses whatsoever from their end. Like, for many reasons, that is definitely one of the big reasons, though. But yeah, I mean, it's there's people that, in my eyes, the only staff member that I can like say anything good about is the one who makes the maps. And I don't know, we'll see how the new map is, but like the last map or two has been a little lackluster in my opinion. Like the Twin Lakes map was lame. I mean, it's a good map, but didn't really have any like unique characteristics or anything based on what we already have. But yeah, as far as like productivity or whatever, like the map design guy who's on the team, he's the only one who's output like he was on the team, and then like the first major update since he was on the team was when we had 4 maps introduced into the game. It was like the Jagged Hills and the Devil's Hill, the Jagged Cliffs, the I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That first update, he got straight to it. He was like, all right, here's 4 maps, and since then every update has had maps. Like, I genuinely don't understand, like, what is the 3D artist doing? We haven't gotten anything. Like, he has been on the team for, like, 2 years now. And what new building models have we gotten? We got, like, the tier 2.5 houses, which is basically a reskin. Those building models already existed. Those were not new building models. Like, I cannot understand, like, what is this guy doing, man? Like, legitimately, what are these guys doing, man? It feels like they're doing absolutely nothing, some of the people. So obviously I don't know, you know, only they know, but it's certainly what it seems like. Stop it. Here, let's add in our backyard for veggies over here. Performance and pathing is a lot better. That's good. Must be using the wrong words. I mean the overall feel of logistics, how smooth it goes. Oh, I got you, James. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that makes sense. I got you. Like people aren't getting stuck in doorways and kind of like the pathing logistics, I guess, is what you mean, stuff like that. Just like the internal logistics of how the people are pathing around and going in from A to B and stuff like that. Yeah, that totally makes sense. And that's great. Those are all great things. Absolutely. Promises without delivery sounds like the government. Yeah, exactly, Bert. Exactly. Yeah, you like the Twin Lakes? Yeah, no, like I said, I mean it's a cool map. Yeah, like I said, I'm happy. The map design guy, he's doing good. He's delivering. He's delivering results. So that's great. I mean that's what it's all about, right? So can't be mad about that. Should get that stonemason perk for fast and stoneworks. You're Oh yeah, true. I was gonna obviously I don't really have much to choose from, but I think we were gonna do the Strasbourg Masons because it does reduce the main thing I'm interested in is the reduced castle planner cost because we're gonna do a lot of castle construction, and then yeah, increased efficiency on our stonemason, improved stone gatherer camp, yada yada. So yeah, we'll definitely take this one. Good reminder. I was meaning to do that. So there we go. We're in Strasbourg Masons. Absolutely. The new map has the river and hills and mountains and valley. Yeah. Lake Lem still your favorite map? Yeah, that was one of the new ones that came in the pack of 4, I think, right? It was the Jagged Cliffs, Lake Lem, Devil's Hill, and one other one, right? But yeah, those were all good. Yeah, just walking around the lake takes forever. Yeah. Yeah, true. Unless you're a maniac, like some of these people I've heard in the chat, make a massive bridge across the lake, which you're probably not really supposed to do, but it gets buggy, of course. But all right, we have our veggie garden over here. We don't have people moved into it yet, but once we have people moved in here, we'll plant some carrots. Get them going on that. Let's see, what do we need for this church? We need some mortar. We're going to need mortar anyway, so we'll get a mortar station set up here, and then we're going to need some roof tiles. I don't know if there's clay in our region at all. Let me zoom out and look real quick. Okay, there is clay, but like really far, just a regular clay. So I don't know, we could maybe gather some of that over the winter time, you know what I mean? That's a great opportunity to do some tasks like this, which are not really efficient or ideal, but we'll have some extra labor available since they're not working on seasonal gathering tasks or anything like that. As usual, I always just try to make the roads like, I feel like just making the roads not straight line always just kind of makes it look cool, a lot more natural, just easily. Make the roads kind of a little bit haphazard, you know, a little disjointed. Kind of makes sense because nothing was really laid out professionally back in the day, right? Hope they fix the underwater bridges. Yeah. Yeah, you switch to Windrose, a pirate theme, Valheim. Oh, very cool. So it's like a survival game, basically, right? Where you like gather food and build your house. It's like first person. How's my game coming along? Oh, it's good. Thanks for asking, Sarah. Yeah. It's going good. I'm making a lot of progress. So it's just a lot, of course. So but yeah, no, making good progress. Really happy about it. Yeah, the roof tiles from that clay, exactly, Ned. That's what I'm thinking. We don't really need like a very large supply. That'll be enough for us to upgrade the church and then get some maybe housing upgrades or whatever else that we need. Let's get a clay furnace and a lime kiln set up here as well. We're not going for like max efficiency. I'm trying to do like kind of a, you know, like a cool like sprawling town here. So I don't know if we want like roof tile production, for example, like up in the middle of everything up here or what. And we could of course always, you know, move the building or whatever too. So but I want to probably start placing some of this castle stuff like in the near future, so I don't want to get it too much like temporary stuff up here that we have to move. Let's just put it down here for now in our industrial area. For the clay, and then the lime kiln, we'll just put... lime kiln will be a temporary building, because I'm sure as you guys know, it makes the mortar like pretty quick, and then you don't really need like that much of it. You don't want to just keep producing it endlessly. Usually don't allow production materials in the storehouse. Only the final product. Yeah, gotcha. So then they just go straight to the source to get their materials. Yeah, that's definitely a good call. I am very interested to for the constructions guild or whatever it's called, where we can actually employ construction laborers. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be good. People moving into this house over here? Not quite yet. Okay, we have 2 more living. That's so. The next 2 people that move in, then we can get them going on their garden down here. Looks like they harvested a few apples, I guess. We got a few apples sitting around for us to utilize. I think our yeah, see, we have this family over here. There's a berry deposit, like I said, just like far off in the distance that I just had them getting a little bit of those berries while the opportunity was there. Let's assign our people to the let's get some clay. There we go. We'll stock up our clay so that we can start producing the roof tiles that we need, get our church upgraded, staff up our lime kiln, start getting some mortar, get all the materials that we need here. Since we have more buildings, I'm gonna up. I was only going for like 5 surplus of tools usually. Let's up this to like 10, so we have more tools sitting around in case we need them, because we have more maintenance requirements popping up all over the place. And I think we should probably get. Let's have like some dedicated storage over here in this area, in this section. So let's put like a storehouse down here. Started with 1 million wish lists, 500,000 sold in the first week, maybe. Check it out. Oh, windrows. Yeah, sure, for sure. I will definitely check it out. It's like a first person though, right? I usually don't, to be honest, I usually don't get too much into. I've played like Valheim before, like medieval. What's that one? What's the one I'm thinking of? It's in my Steam. Let me look. Medieval Dynasty. Medieval Dynasty. That's what it sounds like, right? It sounds like it's kind of like Valheim, Medieval Dynasty. I usually don't get into those like first-person games too much, to be honest, but also started playing around with increasing the maintenance on some abilities. Oh yeah, to get more production out of it, right? That's interesting. We can try that too. What's up, Nasari? When is the update coming? Yeah. If I had a nickel every time I heard that question asked about Manor Lords over the course of 2 years since this game's been released, I would be just as rich as they are. #1 most frequently asked question about Manor Lords in general at any stage in the game over the course of 2 years. When is the update coming? Yeah, you could ask that at any point about a variety of things in this game, and it would always be relevant. Alright, we don't need to be fishing anymore. Do we have clay? A little bit of clay? Yep, good. Okay, so let's, what I want to do is, so these guys do not accept clay, and let's get someone no market stall, and let's have them accept only specific things over here. So we'll staff this, and we'll have them accept clay and roof tiles, clay and roof tiles, and then the stone, they can accept any of this stone stuff as well. Anything that's like localized over here. So we got like stone gathering, clay production going on down here, so we'll just limit them to that basically. Good. Love that, love that. Yeah, let's do double maintenance. See if they produce. I mean, we already have a ton of stone. What we need is more production from the stonemason, I guess. So let's do double maintenance on the stonemason station, and let's staff it up with another person. Let's see if that makes any noticeable difference. Alright, so we're starting to get mortar stocked up here. Soon we should have roof tiles. We'll get that stocked, or that staffed rather, not stocked. Okay, we've got enough food to last the winter here. It looks like we're good on that. Maybe let's get another firewood cutter person. Maybe we can just... I just want to put it somewhere, like, kind of temporarily, to be honest. Put that over there for now. We got a thick winter, thick layer of snow coming in. Temporarily only. Oh, okay. You don't leave it on, like, high maintenance always. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, let's speed through the winter here. So we can actually see again. That was like a thick winter storm that was going on there. Could barely even see. Let's upgrade this to the large storehouse as well, so then they get more hand carts going on over here. I think soon we'll also want to put, whenever we're done with this lime kiln, we'll probably put a granary right here too, so then they can drop off their apples and carrots and stuff that we're producing down here just locally to a granary that's over here. We'll get them set up with that as soon as we get out of winter here. It'd be pointless to put in the carrots right now. Rich stone is the best resource. Yeah. Only thing is the rubble stone filling up the storehouse. Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, we probably should be selling it. That's another good one too. If you do the goated perk, the Vogland, whatever. You could sell the rubble stone or whatever it's called for the rubble stone. You could sell that for pretty good profit actually. But yeah, true. Might as well just be selling off. We don't need hundreds of this lying around, obviously, so. Make sure we get rid of that stuff so we don't have endless amounts just piling up. Very good. Alright, soon, like I said, we'll come out of winter here, get some farming set up. We'll get our manor down. I know we said we were going to do manor earlier, actually. We can go ahead and get that started now, though. So like I said, it's going to be like this top hillside area is going to be like our main, like, walled area. So I figured, because I have, like, the church in the back, this is kind of like housing and a little bit of, like, I don't know, a little bit of production buildings and trade or whatever. So I figured, like, manor and maybe some, military type buildings or whatever back over here type thing. Let's go like that. Alright, we'll get that manor up. Then we'll be looking good coming into the new spring season here. Yeah, I was yeah, well, I don't want to wall the whole town. My idea is to just wall this, like, this area that's like, you can see the gradient here. So like this is like the top of like this little hilled area. So I just want to wall this, like, this little top section, and then out here will be like, this is like the serfs living out here doing food production. We'll have some farming. I'm saving these sections right here for like farm fields leading up to like the walls and stuff, you know what I mean? Try to make it like a little kingdom type thing. But yeah, that's why we're building up a bunch of construction materials. And then we'll really test the the new improved logistics or whatever, I guess, of the castle construction. I mean, see, so this is another one of those things though, where it's like, so for example, like this has been a problem in this game since literally day one, right? That it's like, oh, I want to build town walls, and you guys said we're getting town walls, but we can't build town walls, and if I put anything within my manor, it bugs out or whatever. I saw one of the developers post in the Discord like a week or two ago, you know, because they put on one of the beta updates, they were like, temporarily have allowed players to, you know, put stuff within the manor walls now, and it's functional and blah blah. And I saw him like posting in the Discord, all like, you know, all like boasting about it. He was like, "Yeah, I made this fix, and you know, Greg didn't, you know, didn't tell me not to or whatever. So yeah, we can, you know, you can put your stuff in the town wall. I did it as like a bug fix, you know, blah blah. It's so awesome, you know." And it was just like, dude, round of applause, buddy, for like fixing this stupid bug that's been in the game that people have been complaining about for literally years, man. Like, this is the type of incompetence that we're talking about here. These developers, they go into the Discord and they act like they've done such a great community service, you know, like it's like, dude, it's crazy, guys. I literally wrote that word. I wrote that message. I could pull it up or whatever. But yeah, I was like, round of applause for fixing a an issue that's been in the game. Actually, not even fixing, but I guess just temporarily putting a band-aid on top of an issue that's been in the game that people have been complaining about since literally day one for years. On a beta of the beta of the beta. And, you know, it's just... it's insane. Another perfect example of what we're talking about. Dude, honestly, I wish there was an option to just like skip winter, to be honest. Or go faster through the winter. Can't really do much in the winter, and it just flashbangs you. I suppose we could be going to take care of some of these bandit camps. Why not? Let's do that. Rally up some militia. Go take out some bandits. Some banditos. Where do we want to go? Towards like the middle. Okay, we'll get them headed over there. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Do we have enough materials for our church upgrade? Yes, we do. We might as well get that under going, but I don't know if we'll have... We might not have enough staff for it right now because we have our militias going out into the field. We might not really have enough staff back at home to do like a big construction task, so we'll wait on that until we're back. Get out into the field. Get them headed to this bandit camp. They are on the way. Let's go, let's go. already brigaded? What, we just saw a dev tooltip popping up there. Bandits are pretty basic to take out as usual. Don't even really need to do much in particular. Go take the camp, you dummies. I don't really have any use for, like, honestly, we don't really need treasury for anything, because the king's tax still is completely meaningless in the game, and then we don't have any AI enemies on because those are also completely useless. So that's pretty much the only reason to use treasury. So I guess we'll just take the regional wealth, and we'll get our supplies back. We'll get our charcoal and food and stuff back. That's definitely nice. There's a couple more bandit camps. There's one far down here and another one over here. I don't want these guys to be like out in the field forever, though. You know, we got to get them back home so they can work on stuff. Yeah, I guess honestly, let's come back for those another time. Let's send these guys back home because we got to get them. Other bandit camp spawned, I guess, down here. We'll go for those in a bit. We got to get these guys back home because they're taking away from our workforce right now. Alright, let's plant these carrots here. Plant the carrots. And let's assign these guys to the church. So they just focus on doing the carrots right now. We're stocking up good amount of... we got several hundred dressstone now. That's good. Got a strong amount of mortar. So we're getting a bunch of building materials. Very good, very good. Oh yeah, we built that other woodcutter's lodge over here. We never staffed it up. Free worker that's over in this area would be ideal. Unassigned. Perfect. Switch to sending everything to the nearest town and then taxing as well? Yeah. Think it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, having the mercenaries just go deal with the bandit camps is definitely the play. I still hate the mercenary system is still a joke too. Like, to be honest, it's way too simple and easy to like not exploit, but you know what I mean. Like it's just too feels like you're exploiting by using mercenaries. It's just. Like I've talked about this one before too. The militia is like one of the coolest mechanics in the game, and it feels like a shame that it's like kind of useless because mercenaries are just so easy to use and so much better, you know. All right, we got these guys back in our town now. Finally, let's get the church upgraded. Let's take these guys off of clay mining. We don't care about that anymore. Let's go back to foraging at the forager hut, fishing at the fishing hut. We can chill on roof tiles for a little bit as well. Okay, good. Those really cheap 2 Bowman Mercs, they're perfect for that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. That, yeah, for sure. It might even be on the list right now. They're not on our options right now, but I know exactly the one you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, realistically, any of them are really affordable, other than the crossbowman. Yeah, man, it's dude, I've been going through. There's been a lot of obviously the video sparked a lot of people sharing their opinions and whether it's agreeing or not or whatever. Definitely a lot of agreeing. But yeah, it's been a lot of man. I've been going through a lot of comments and stuff, which has been good, but it's also a little bit disheartening because it's just kind of like, yeah, like the message is clear, you know. And I don't know what the heck they're missing, man. It's just a shame. Like I get the whole point of like it's cool, like that they're like overhauling and like reworking systems because it's like we want the best version of the game and stuff, but it's like when does it end, dude? Like I don't know about you guys, but like when I was already sold on like what Greg had going on 2 years ago, like I don't need all this crap. Like it's cool, but it's like, dude, I'd rather have like just a cohesive version of the game. I don't need it to be the best version possible because it's like we're never gonna freaking get there. All they do is just setback after setback, dude. And then the other thing that I thought about too was like realistically, if this is what it takes to this extent for the project to actually be able to make any sort of meaningful progress forward, then this game should have never been released to paying customers. It should have never been pushed to market with paying customers. Like I understand it's early access, we all understand that, but what we're talking about here might as well be like beta playtesting. Basically determining, do we even have like a foundation that we can build upon here to create the game that we're trying to make? And the answer is obviously no, which is just like okay, that's very misleading because when it definitely was, when the game came out, it was definitely not, hey, we're gonna revisit and rework everything, so don't expect this game to be finished or have even any remote sense of cohesive direction for years. Like that was not what they presented when they released the game at all. It's like there has to be like a middle ground between like, hey, we're just trying to make the best version of the game. It's like, yeah, when does it end though? Like I also saw someone, these people who like praise the developers like regardless of any other factors, and someone was saying like, well, as far as I know, the game didn't even start on Unreal Engine 5. You know what I mean? It's like, man, they've done so much great work, and it's like, okay, interesting point, because yes, the game started on Unreal Engine 4. It actually got fully migrated to Unreal Engine 5 upwards of 2 years ago. We received that update where the game playable to us was fully migrated into Unreal Engine 5 in August of last year. So it's been roughly 1 year. And, here it's like, okay, so fine. If that's what it takes, so we're 2 years later and we're still trying to get the project on track from migrated Unreal Engine 4 to 5. Okay, sure. So you guys know that Unreal Engine 6 is coming out next year, right? Like it's already been released. I've been working in Unreal Engine myself, so I do game development as well. I don't know if you guys know that, but I've been working in Unreal Engine myself for the past couple years. Unreal Engine 6 is releasing next year, and they are changing the entire code base. Right now it's blueprints, so you can do C++ or blueprints. Neither of those will exist in Unreal Engine 6. They are switching to an entire new coding language called Verse. So what happens then, right? Are they going to be like, oh, well, we just want to make the best version of the game, so we're migrating everything to Unreal Engine 6, and now our entire programming staff has to learn a whole new coding language. We have to learn Verse now. You guys see what we're saying? What's going on here? It's just kind of like, when does it end? Like, that's cool, you know, it's cool. Like, it's great that we got all, that they're doing this stuff, but like, where is the end ever going to be in sight? The answer is no if they continue doing these patterns. These guys both upgrade there. Yeah, no worries, Ned. Sounds good, man. Yeah, have a good Duncan run. Hopefully our castle will be farther along here. Or along at all. Any progress. Let's see, we gotta move our charcoal. I want to move the charcoal production out of the way. We can put it like down here for now. It's not going to be in a great spot, but I just want to, we're just going to start clearing this out. That was in the way of where I wanted to put some of the walls. That's like the edge of where I want to see this town portion. Let's up our planks reserve so we have plenty. You're the only one that wants this 36 retinue. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool too, James. For sure. Why not? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Let's put up, we're going to start setting up some farming infrastructure. I think we can fit a farmhouse right here. No, not quite. I think if we get rid of this mortar, the lime kiln, we should have enough mortar. We don't need endless amounts of that. Should be able to squeeze this farmhouse in right here. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Perfect. All right. I think we need more. Yeah, let's get another person assigned to the storehouse, the central storehouse. Oh, these guys are not supposed to be on market stall. Turn that one off. Okay, let's see. Rye. So there's not. I want to put farm fields like here, like leading up to the where the castle walls will be and stuff. Looks like there's not really good fertility for anything there though, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. It's more going to be just kind of for aesthetics, to be honest. But for now, for like actual production, I guess we could squeeze some fields in like down over here. Kind of covered up some of the other good areas that exist already, but might as well use these areas that do exist down on this portion. For some rye. Try to make some nice strips here. There we go. That's like a half Morgan strip right there. That'll do pretty well. Layout. Let's see if we can squeeze in another bit over here. Another half Morgan strip. Try to make it as even as possible. Okay, there we go. We can start with some rye on these fields over here. Get us some bread at least. Okay, farmhouse is up. Let's get that staffed. Let's also add a plowing station, and we can import a another ox. Let's put a hitching post. We can move this to a better location when we have a chance. I'm just going to put it over here for now, because I want to squeeze in a granary right here. I'll go granary right there. Cool. So now we got some new food infrastructure getting put in here. Our apples are maturing. I put those in early, so they're getting nice and mature now. We've got a solid plot of veggies coming in here. Starting to get some farming tasks set up. We've of course got our rich fishing area over here, and we've got a little bit of berries off in the distance that we're gathering as well. Just a couple like goat pens in here. Actually, we're gonna chill on the fishing for a sec, so we can let this pond recuperate a bit more for a little bit. So we'll let that go for now. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, we moved our charcoal over here. That's right, we need to restaff our charcoal production. Let's get that going. Good. And I thought we had both of these guys as gravediggers, did we not? Huh, oh, I guess it's just the one that got there, and the other one's a farmer. That's fine, though. We'll leave that for now. Okay. We could use a few more people moving into the town as well. Let's move... I wonder if, not really sure where's the next good place that we could squeeze some housing, to be honest. Maybe, like, over here. Go with that. Got some solid infrastructure coming into play here, though. Happy about that. I think we've got more than enough, like, stone production too. Let's lay off on that a little bit. Let's get another person assigned to farming. Just went straight down a rabbit hole on the market of the game. On the maker of the game. Yeah, the Baron has a 36-man retinue. I know, James. Yeah, I know. I always get jealous whenever I see it. We can only go max 24. Who knows, though? Maybe at some point it'll be like a perk or something that we can get. Who knows, though? Who knows what's their plans? What did you find out, Carrie? Tell me. Tell me more. What did you find in the rabbit hole? He's still hiring. What he should be hiring, this is the number one, and I know Ned said he's going out, but I saw Ned mentioning this and a few other people. I think the best suggestions that I saw, because clearly what seems to be the clear issue is not, like, I don't think that they're just like I know some people said that they feel like it's like straight up like a scam or whatever, like they just like got the money and now they don't like care anymore and they're just not even doing anything. I don't think that's the case. Like, I think they are trying. I think they're just failing, you know what I mean? But like, but due to the fact that like they don't really seem to have any like leadership or sense of like cohesive direction. So it seems like they could really benefit most from hiring like an actual like project manager, project leader. You know what I mean? Because like Greg, for example, obviously is incredibly talented and skilled and has an amazing vision that we're all, you know, that we've all fallen in love with to a certain extent or whatever. So there's nothing, you know, nothing in question in that regard, but like obviously he's not a project like he's not a leader. You know what I mean? Like he obviously doesn't know how to direct people, you know, or like manage people or whatever, you know, which is fine, which is understandable. You know, that's all. That's like fair. You know, that's fair enough. But it's like, okay, well, someone someone needs to do that though. You know what I mean? Like someone needs to be that guy. So, yeah, it seems like they could really benefit from a an actual project manager, project leader type of person. I'm trying to think of where we could put this tavern, because I want to have the tavern up here in the town, or should the tavern be outside of the town? I don't know. I feel like the tavern should be, well, not the town, but, you know, inside the walled area of the town. Dude, these guys are taking forever to get these fields without the, we need that ox class. Yeah, there we go. But it's too late now, I think. Yeah, we'll probably just get the fields like plowed and then we'll leave it for next year, to be honest, at this point. Since we were a little bit behind on setting that up time-wise. So I'll probably just leave it for now, to be honest. They already got it mostly plowed and stuff, so we'll have it ready for next go. Anyways, more houses coming in over here. We could add more, I think like over on these ones, for example, it would probably be a good idea to put in like apiaries, because we want to improve our environment, our like meadow environment or whatever, for like the pollination and wilding for our crop fields, as well as our orchard and vegetable farms as well. So we'll get in some apiaries down here, and that'll also give us some other stuff to sell. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Honey is another one of these things that's like still a useless item in the game, technically. As far as like being able to use it for food or anything like that. So we can do a maximum of 5 apiaries, or that we can. Let me rephrase that. You can make more than 5 apiaries, but 5 is the max for the bonus, for the wilding bonus. So if we put in 3 here and then 2 more here, so we have 5 apiaries coming in, that'll max out our wilding bonus. Yeah, he's looking to hire more coders. Interesting. Doesn't seem like they need more coders. Seems like they need direction. Seems like they need management. Be interested to see what like Ned says when he comes back, for example. He still calls himself a solo dev. Yeah, I can't stand that, dude. That part actually like really irritates me. Like he is not it's actually absurd that he calls himself a solo dev. That is just factually not true. Like I don't even know how. That's like extremely misleading. I'm sorry, but that's, yeah. Yeah, that's. I'm a solo dev who, you know, actually has made tens of $1,000,000 and has hired an entire team. It reminds me of people like when I used to play World of Warcraft. It was one of the memes was like, if you're like trying to run a dungeon or something, you're like, looking for more, Blackrock Spire or whatever, and people are like, oh, you don't need a group, bro. You can just solo that with 9 other people. Yeah, exactly. You can just do it by yourself with 9 other people. Then you just solo it. Exactly, easy, no problem. Yeah, exactly, James. How do you? That is that type of. This is what I'm saying, and it's crazy because I still see, like I pointed out in that video that I posted, I still see people. Someone just posted yesterday on the video that I made about the update preview, the update article notes or whatever, and they were like, "Wow, I can't believe this game was made by just a is created and is being developed by just a single person. That's so amazing, so impressive." And I'm just like, dude, no, no, no. Everything you just said is wrong. And it sucks because he's the one who's spreading this misinformation. It's crazy, man. I don't get it, dude. It's like actually, it's a little bit infuriating, to be honest, man. Like, that I have absolutely zero respect for him or his Hooded Horse. I will never purchase another Hooded Horse game, that's for sure. He's having a hard time letting others in on his dream. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I get that. I get that, Carrie. I get that. I mean, that's, you know, that's a fair sentiment, but it's like it's hard to like really sympathize too much when you see that he's made a fortune, you know, vastly beyond what any of us will likely ever achieve in our lifetimes, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to be too empathetic. Did these actually get, I don't understand. I thought we stopped, anyways, well, maybe I got distracted. I guess they finished these fields anyways. Which what we don't want that, though. 355 days left. I mean, I guess that'll be okay. We'll see what happens. Pantry's full. Okay, who's getting full? The apples? We do have our... Oh yeah, we need to staff our granary. That's right. Let's get that going. Staff this granary. And then the granary, we're going to only accept apples and carrots. And honey as well. I guess we can accept, like, all the farming stuff, basically. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, anyways, you see what I mean? Like, down in this area, since we have the orchard, and then we have the veggie plot, we have the farming stuff going on, that means we're just gonna... This granary that's down here is just gonna be, like, a localized drop-off area for all that. We're done with the berries for the season. We'll take them off of that. Let's staff up our... fishing again, I guess, just for that little bit of the end of the season, so we can get a little bit out of that before it goes into winter. But yeah, we're doing it. Look, we already got a nice strong yield of carrots. We have like 100 carrots. The apples are starting to ramp up. We got like 100 carrots, 60 apples. We got like a small amount of Chevon from our animal pens that we have with some goats. We have a little bit of fish from our fishing pond as we've been letting it accumulate, repopulate the pond, and then we have a little bit of berries. So we're like really good on food. We got variety, we got volume. So we're looking really good on that. And the whole time, still, we're just literally just been selling charcoal and war bows too. That's right. And I guess the rubble stone, although that's just more to just kind of like clear it out from our inventory. But our entire economy is basically just charcoal, rubble stone, and war bows. All very simple items. Okay, I was trying to figure out where should we put the tavern, dude. I was thinking it should be up here in the main area, but there might not really be room. I don't know which... See, I don't know how far this road connects. I feel like this one goes all the way across into the town, so I don't want to delete that portion. I feel like I kind of want the tavern, like, right here. But we have our granary, like, right in the way, and that'll be a little bit inconvenient to have to move it. Although, it wouldn't be the end of the world, I guess. I feel like I'm just going to go for it. So let's get this stonemason station out of the way, first of all. We have a strong amount of dress stone ready. We can probably start constructing this church here. So let's get this moved. What did I say? Constructing the church? I meant castle. Alright, and then we're gonna just... well, I guess we should put up the new granary first. Yeah, we can't fit it. Alright, so we're just gonna have to destroy this one. So what we're gonna do actually is... we're gonna set this one to accept everything again temporarily. Because we're gonna get rid of our granary up here. And then we're gonna move that granary to like right here. And then that gives us space for the tavern. Now we can squeeze the tavern in like right here. Nice, nice, nice. That'll be good. Alright, cool. Yeah, you read that he is the richest Pole in his country? I mean... yeah. Yeah, man. That's the thing. When you kind of take a step back and look at it objectively, like you take off the... you know, you stop, like, looking at it from a purely, like, emotional side, you know what I mean? And you look at it more just, like, actually objectively. It starts to get really frustrating really fast. Yeah, once you actually kind of put everything into perspective. So, like I said, I personally am not going to go as far as like saying that like I feel like it's a scam or whatever, but I genuinely understand why people say that and feel that way. 100%. Alright, so we got our new granary here. We're going to get it upgraded as well. So then it's just ready to roll here. Our new central granary, I should say. And we can staff this with another person as well, because I think we need more granary coverage here at our market. As soon as this is done. Why is there no timbers in the logging camp? They're just all out in the forest? What's going on with that? I guess we should also get a let's upgrade to a small stable, and let's get more ox into the town for more logistical efficiency, since we still don't have the construction guild. That'll be cool. Once that's in, we can the people who work there get like hand carts, like special hand carts where they can carry like multiple logs at a time, I think. So that'll be a really nice improvement. Oh, Baff is here! He made it! What's up, Baff? Welcome in, dude. Baff is here, everybody. Round of applause. He made it. Baff is in the house. In the manor, shall I say. Yo, can we get this last timber here to the construction site or what, dude? What is going on? Where are these timbers at? I don't understand why all these timbers are just laying out here in the forest and none of them are being stocked up here in the logging camp. Let's put another person on the granary here. Get this all taken care of. Alright, we're back in winter, unfortunately. We'll blaze through this, and it's about time to get this castle started up. Alright, we have our space for the tavern, though. Let's go ahead and get this constructed so that way we know this spot is being used how we want it. turn off snap to road because I kind of want to. I guess we can't maybe have it angled too much more. So I kind of want to have it more like straight on like that, I guess. Okay, that's going to be about it right there. Let's go with that. Cool. Alright, we'll get this tavern up, and then we'll start getting this castle under construction. Is that a funny angle? Who are you calling a funny angle? Bath. Bailiff Bath. It's a tavern. It's got to be at a funny angle. We can't have the tavern at a right angle. That wouldn't make any sense. How many ox we have? We just imported a fourth one. Yeah, fourth one. We have one of them assigned at the farmhouse, though. But yeah, we can probably just keep adding more. We'll upgrade another stable here. Add another ox. But yeah, I mean, it's not because we don't have any ox. I just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get why none of the logs are making it to the storage.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
What's up, Steve? Steve Richardson. Greg seems more like a nitpicker and getting blind to the bigger picture. Probably, yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah, I guess. I think he's basically suffered from success. Like, I mean, there's a lot of ways to put it. I mean, I could go on and on and on about this topic, but there's a lot of ways to put it. But I think, like, overall, is that he's probably pretty much, you know, realistically has suffered from success in the sense of, like, you know, and he has a hard. I think Carrie had a good interpretation of it too, where it's like he's having a hard time letting things go. It seems like he still calls himself a solo dev, which is completely outrageous. So I think he's like suffered from success in the sense of like he's still like in his mind is like doing his project that he started out like years ago, but in the reality is that's not the case anymore. You know what I mean? We're far. That is long gone, dude. Like we are so far past that. Yeah, Carrie, yeah, for sure, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, I definitely don't think it's a scam. Like, we've had a lot of great times playing the game, and we'll still have more good times. And, yeah, it's like a beautiful, there's like a realistic, you know, medieval beauty in this game, obviously, that's, you know, it's very hard to get the same sense of in other games, so. Okay, let's think about... Since they... Actually, here, first of all, I'm going to move this further out of the way. Since they're not storing anything at this logging camp anyways, seems pointless to have it in the vicinity of the town. Move that out of the way. And, whoops, where is it? Castle Planner. Alright, so Castle Planner... let's get out of winter, dude. We can't see crap during winter, dude. Winter is terrible in this game. Like, it's cool, like, you know, that it looks, like, realistic with snow and stuff, but, like, dude, you can't do... It feels like you can't do anything during winter. You can't see any of the overlays. Like, you can't see the building outlines. You can't, like, see or do anything during winter, which is really annoying. So once we get out of winter, we'll kind of plan out our hilltop main castle area. John T. It's at a John T. angle. He's being let down by some of the folk working with him. Yep. Or, yeah, realistically, like you said, Bath, working for him, not working with him. Yeah, they are working for him is the reality. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I think you mentioned as well in your comments as well, Bath, which I kind of touched on earlier, is that, you know, Greg is obviously a very talented and skilled individual game developer with an amazing vision that we've all, you know, fallen in love with to a certain extent for good reason. But he's obviously not really like a leader, you know, he's not really like a project leader or like an organizer or anything, which is fine. Like, that's fair enough, that's fine, you know what I mean? But it's like, they need someone on the project to they need some cohesive direction, dude. Like, everything they're doing is just has no cohesive direction whatsoever. Very bad. Like, this part's sticking out. Let's see if we can fix this. Good. Alright, hopefully the snow will be gone any minute now. How's are the fields actually growing? I guess so, huh? Good. We did get a windmill up. We kind of need... So we either want... I mean, obviously, the ideal is a bakery extension, but we need level 3 for that, or 2.5, whatever the heck it's called these days, right? Level 3, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, for bakery or cobbler workshop, so... I don't think we're quite... Yeah, we don't have any garments, or we're not serving beverages or garments yet, so we can't quite get to level 3. So we'll just go with a community oven for now. But eventually we'll, you know, we do want a bakery for, like, maximum efficiency on the baking of the bread production. Let's fix these roads here. I didn't really want that extra portion there, because we're going to put the oven in this little section. There we go. Snap the rows. We're going to turn that back on. I guess we could have it facing that outer way like that. That seems good. So we'll be ready to make some bread here. Once we get the next harvest. That'll be good. Very good, very good. Once the fish come back into season, we'll chill on the fishing for a minute as well. We'll let the pond needs a chance to recuperate. I had to carry. They need Colville the Lionheart. Project manage the Manor Lords seed. Thanks, Carrie. Oh, that's I saw your comment on the challenging series there. I really appreciate it, honestly. That's really nice of you. You mentioned, you know, the effort put into the videos and stuff like that. It means a lot, so I really appreciate it. I actually forgot we have bandits coming to attack the town, but we should be okay. There's like a group of bandits coming to attack us. Probably should have, I think it's too late now, but should have gotten some sort of money so we could expand our retinue or something, or use some mercenaries, but we'll probably be fine. Just some bandits, just some banditos. If I were to take Greg's corner, does it need to give up some control, Steve? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, Zara, maybe we should assign an ox to the logging camp. I've honestly never really done that. Let's try it. Let's see what happens if we do that. Does he need to give up some control, Steve? Yeah, I mean, maybe that's one of the things he needs to do. One of several, potentially. Yeah. Let's rally up our forces here. Because I don't want to fight them like in the town. You don't want to have like a bunch of bodies around the town that people get really upset about having a bunch of dead bodies lying around the town. Dude, I feel like I can envision this though right now. Like if we have this gets walled and we have this top hillside castle area, then you're like looking down on the, you know, like the farming and worker class peasants down below and stuff. I think it's gonna look really cool. Let's start moving our forces out towards the battlefield, which will probably end up being like around here in this open area. That'll be a good spot. Start getting them headed that way. Turn off. Why does that not? Okay. Do not want them to be wasting their energy running over there. If you were going to take Craig's Corner, you would say we have to bear in mind that they have to rewrite the code totally. They have changed the UI pretty much totally. They also had to port from UE4 to 4.5 and 5. Yeah, we'll go back to what we touched on this earlier, Beth, but I'll reiterate what I said earlier because I have some specific points about this exact thing. And they had a bunch of pathing issues and took longer to sort out than they should, and they have tried to make the game run smoother and less powerful machines that cause a lot of problems. Yep, totally. Absolutely, yeah. As far as like what they have done that, yeah. Or at least seems like they have. I'm not gonna lie, I have, you know, since I do like streaming and videos and stuff like that, I have a pretty nice PC. So, you know, I've personally never really dealt with too many like performance issues in the game. But that being said, I'm obviously aware that like, you know, most people don't have like maybe as, you know, as nice of a PC as I have or whatever, because this is like part of what I do, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's totally understandable. I'm gonna come back to that because I have some specific you know, thoughts about that in particular. What's up, Arpato? Not to shit on Greg, as creation is cool, but he run into the limits of an indie devs run into. His game is quite messy beyond the demo prototype and needs the dev team support. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yep, they have the means, they have the resources, they have the everything. So there's really no excuses at this point. So, and it's not an indie game. It's not an solo indie dev project anymore. That's just a fact. It's really misleading that he presents it that way because it's factually not an solo indie dev project anymore. That's long gone. This is a successful commercial corporate product. Koval for project manager 2026. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they wanna shell out some of those funds, I mean, I guess. But, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not qualified. That's for sure. They need someone qualified. That's the point. Do you think that's been the main issue, Greg? I believe he discussed it. Built a game in blueprints. Yep. Serious project needs a lot of refinement, building mechanics the proper way. Yep. Gameplay wise, the current build meta needs rebalance and expanding into an existing feature rather than reworking them totally. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I don't want to get too distracted here while we have these bandits coming, but yes, I'm going to touch on all those because I was thinking more about it since posting that video the other day that, you know, really dove into a lot of those topics and quite a few comments, you know what I mean, that were people sharing their discussions, which is really good. Some people had some really good thoughts on things, some good perspective. And it forced me to think about even a little bit more about things as well. So I have some specific thoughts about those specific topics, but let's take care of these bandits here first. We got to we have a limited forces available to us here. Luckily, we've been creating the war bow, so we have a good amount of archers. So we're gonna have them do most of the damage here as we usually do. If you guys struggle with any kind of like combat mechanics or anything, you can check this out. So what we're going to do is we want our archers doing most of the damage here, and we're using, see, I put them on defensive and we're going to go shield wall. So we really want our archers to be like out of the fight, and our melee guys are constantly just like blockading. Okay, so this is actually not bad. So we have both of these guys kind of blocked off. Now we need our archers to move. We don't want them to get intercepted by these brigands that are coming in. Run, 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 run. So what we really need is we need these guys to get engaged by some melee units so that we can free up our archers, because our archers are in a good position now where they could be like firing into the back of these brigands, but they're obviously being chased right now, which is not good. So let's see if we can disengage our shield guys real quick, our spearmen. Whoops. Get these guys to run over there. Get our archers moved out again. There we go. See, now we shifted over our spear guys. See, now the spear guys are the center of attention over here. Let's put them back on defensive. Okay, now we can shift our archers around. See, so now they can shoot at will, fire at will, and we'll get them in a vantage point where now they're just going to be able to blast these brigands here. See, now these brigands are distracted by these spear militia who we have on defensive, and look, they're just point blank getting absolutely blasted by our archers. I know a lot of people say archers are very underpowered in this game. This is how you use archers, guys. You get the archers into these kind of positions, they are doing insane amounts of damage right now. They're just completely obliterating these guys. Meanwhile, our melee units are just on defensive, and they're just kind of soaking the blows. And our archers are just pelting these guys, point blank. Our retinue over here, our 5-man retinue took care of an entire band of brigands by themselves, only lost one person. Nice. These guys are taking care of business. Easy peasy. There we go. Took care of that bandit raid with very limited forces. That wasn't too bad. We had only a couple casualties as well. I think we lost 1 spearman and 1 retinue. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Our foes have fallen. That's right, that's what happens. Take note. Hear ye, hear ye. You come to the lands of Coville. This is what's going to happen to you. Alright, send our boys home. Back to work. We got tasks that need to get done. Oh, it looks like we did, since we assigned an ox here, it looks like they are actually storing the timbers here now. So that's good. Good call, Zero. Maybe that's a thing now. Something that we have to kind of do. Alright. Very good. Alright, our fields are growing. We're going to have a good amount of rye coming in here. We could try to get a bakery ready by the time we harvest in the upcoming autumn window, which means we would need just a little bit of, basically we just need some garments and some beverage. Because we'll have some berries from foraged goods, so we should be able to get this as long as we import some garments and beverage, maybe temporarily, just to at least upgrade one house to like tier 3. Put these guys back to the town. Let's just see if maybe we can make that happen. So let's upgrade this plot to level 2, and then we'll keep an eye on this one to see if we can get it to tier 3. It might have to be one of these ones that's closer to the tavern, though. So just in case, we'll level up this. These are all devil plots, though. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's level this one up just in case, though. Basically, we'll take what we can get. As far as if we can get to a level 3, we'll use that one. And we'll put a bakery in it. Building requires maintenance. Okay, well, go ahead and maintain it then. We have tools. What are you waiting for? Right there. Good, they did it. Alright, get a couple houses upgraded here. Let's get our seasonal tasks underway again. Like, over here we have these berries off in the distance. Just get them gathering for the springtime. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's fine. Sign, quarry worker. Okay, that should all be fine for now. think everything's looking decent for the moment. We'll just be ready for some more farming tasks. We can also start, let's put some more fields now. So what we'll do is probably lay out our castle walls for up here, and then we'll put out some more fields and get those going for the next year. Like I said, I want to put like walls like right here or whatever, like on the top area for our little like main town, and then we'll put some like fields leading up to the walls, kind of. But we'll talk a little bit while we're doing all that. Oh, nice! We got our, since we have farming people too, we actually got our flax fields filled in over here. We got a nice little garden area with our little, we got a little fenced off little garden with our little shrine next to the church. As usual, we gotta have our little, gotta have our aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have it. Gotta have it. We'll put some more gardens too. I was thinking maybe some gardens over here next to like the tavern and stuff. But we'll do that in a hot second. Okay. Let's get back to the topic here. Ned's back. Welcome back, dude. Tuna salad sandwich, nice. Baff's here. Ned, he's here. So Baff struck up some discussions too. Hey, what's up, Mega Mac? Welcome back, dude. Baff brought up some a couple other guys here were bringing up some topics that we're gonna touch on. Arpato said the current build meta needs rebalance and expanding an existing feature rather than yep, totally. Like some feature development either. Castle large building expanding time frame requirements, yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of good ideas. On paper, yeah. Walking distance for me is the main issue. It drives gameplay that needs a slight rethink. Yeah. I mean, the like physical transportation of goods and stuff is kind of like it's like a key part of the game because it's, you know, like medieval realism, right? I don't think they don't want any goods like transporting anywhere at any time, which is good in my opinion, but you know, you have to have some good systems in place to be able to manage that from like a gameplay quality of life standpoint, of course. I will say, as some people have mentioned, it seems like they have done a pretty good job, to be fair, of making some improvements, I guess, to like logistics, as far as not like the logistics mechanically that we do with, like, you know, putting your granary and storehouses and how all that works, but like the internal, like, you know, their pathing and being like not getting stuck in like doorways going between like granary back to the production area or whatever. All that seems to be pretty good now. But yeah, definitely the inter-regional thing. That's one thing I see a lot too. Like if you have multiple regions, like the whole, you know, pack station and like inter-regional trading post options and stuff are too limited. So that needs to be improved. But anyways, new roads will fix that when they come out. I heard something about it. Oh, I haven't heard anything about new roads. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's cool that there's like bigger focal point buildings that we're getting and stuff like that. I mean, that's something we should have had. I mean, there's literally a full-time 3D artist on the team. We should have plenty of building models already, like, and more. We should have a whole. There should be this cosmetic tab should be full of stuff. Like this shrine and erased shrubbery has been here since day one, and they haven't added anything. The whole decoration, cosmetic thing, this should be full of stuff. This 3D artist should be filling up this cosmetic tab. Like, you can easily introduce stuff. They don't even need to implement any functionality. Just put some stuff that looks cool for us to have fun with. Like, there's literally someone who works on the team full time as a freaking 3D model person, dude. It's absurd. Like, that's an example of like what the heck, man. But anyways, going back to, so Baff brought up some points about, you know, like how they've been having to rework all the code and rework the foundations and make it so it works on, you know, works better on people who don't have like high-end PCs and like blah blah blue, and they changed it from Unreal 4 to Unreal Engine 5 and yada yada. And it's like, yeah, true. All that stuff's true, and that's great. But the reality is, it's kind of like, dude, when you think about like what we're describing there, that's not an early access game that you bring to market that's like a beta playtesting phase. Like, if we're saying here that like the foundation of the game was so far from actually being able to build upon in the proper way that, you know, they can actually make meaningful progress on, then this game should have never been brought to market in that state. Like, that's just a fact. Like, if we're saying here that like the height of their achievements so far is just that they've made the game playable, it's like, look, man, you should have done that already. That should have been done from internal alpha playtesting, legitimately. Like, that is just, that is ridiculous. If we're saying that, like, let's give them praise for just making the game playable and making the foundation of the code able to be expanded upon, that should have been done long before bringing the game to market. That is absolutely ridiculous if we're saying that that's the achievements that are being made after bringing the game to market. That's crazy. Like, it's obvious that the game that Greg brought to Steam with paying customers was not even remotely close to becoming what they're trying to make now. And like, what he portrayed when he released the game was not, hey, I'm an indie solo dev and everything I've done so far is like extremo spaghetti crap that like we're not realistically going to be able to build upon. So like, we are going to have to revisit and rework everything, and don't expect this game to be finished or even have any sense of remote cohesion, cohesive direction for years. Like, that is not what was portrayed, and that's extremely misleading. Like, it's, you know, it's, those are two, we're talking about two different things here when we're talking about like an early access game making forward progress with paying customers, and like just making technical improvements to the foundation so that you can actually do anything. Like, that is, those are two very far off things. And then the point about Unreal Engine, also true. So this game did start on Unreal Engine 4. It was completely migrated to Unreal Engine 5. We got that update where we could play the game on Unreal Engine 5 last August. So it's been about two years ago. Excuse me. Nearly 2 years ago, August of 2024. And so it's like, yeah, you know, that's cool. That's cool and all, you know, Unreal Engine 5 is better than Unreal Engine 4 and stuff, but, you know, I mean, that's, obviously it was a huge undertaking, and, maybe they're still even dealing with, like, picking up the pieces now of, like, you know, from switching the game from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5, which is cool and understandable and all to an extent or whatever, but then it's like, this comes back to the whole vicious cycle of, like, they're always saying, you know, how they say, well, you know, people are like, well, we just want them to make the best version of the game, and they're like, we're just trying to make the best version of the game, and it's like, okay, but when does it end? Like, where do we draw the line between best version of the game and, like, an actual cohesive, finished version of the game that you can actually deliver to your loyal community? You know what I mean? And to that point, it's like, okay, you know, you ported it from Unreal 4 to 5, and that took a lot of time, a lot of resources, and potentially some setbacks and whatnot. And you're constantly looking to the next big thing, just like they do with the development perks and dozens of other systems and everything. Okay, you know that Unreal Engine 6 is coming out next year, right? There's no way this game is going to be done by next year, obviously. So what happens then? I mean, are they going to be like, oh, Unreal Engine 6, shiny new thing. I guess we're going to port the game to Unreal Engine 6. Like, Unreal Engine 6 has a completely new code language. Like some of you know, I do game development in Unreal Engine. I've been working in Unreal Engine myself for several years. You can do C++ or blueprints right now in Unreal Engine 5. That's what it's always been. The next Unreal Engine 6 is going to be a completely different code language. It's going to be Verse. Blueprints and C++ will not exist anymore. So, you know, it comes back to the whole thing of like, okay, that's cool, you know, that they ported the game from Unreal Engine 4 to 5, and, you know, great. Cool. What happens when it goes? What happens next time, right? Same thing with the development perks, right? They're like, oh, well, we want to put in this new development perk system, blah, blah. And now, they get one development perk done, and then they get to the second one, and it's like, oh, well, now we have to figure out all this other stuff that we didn't actually plan for. And it's like, okay, well, I guess your idea wasn't really that good then, was it? Yeah, you could make 3D models for them if they asked nice. I mean, dude... There's plenty of people out there who could. I mean, it's insane, like that we haven't gotten any, like, no new building models, no cosmetic stuff, nothing. Like, what is this 3D artist doing, man? Like, literally, what does this guy do all day? It's absurd. Yeah, cathedrals would take a very long time. Yeah, I think they mentioned in the thing. It sounds like it's gonna like take a while to like construct a church and stuff like that. It's gonna be like a big undertaking or whatever, which should be pretty cool. Yeah, the next update will be the biggest tell. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair sentiment, Carrie. But like, I come back to what my main points, in the video that I posted, where it's just kind of like, yeah, well, I've heard it. He says next stop, more content. Well, guess what? We've heard him say that dozens of times already, dude. He said that 2 years ago when he released the game. Like, he's literally been saying that the entire time. He's been saying that. Like, I genuinely just don't trust anything that they say at this point. Like, they have said that there's more content, like that the next updates are going to be more content and stuff. They've been saying that for years, dude. You know what I mean? And I've told myself, the next time will tell, the next update will be the real, gauging point or whatever. Like, I've told myself that, like, so many times now, so it's kind of like, But anyways, that doesn't mean it's not possible, you know what I mean? Well, it's just that I just don't see any validity to, like just looking at it from a purely, like, objective standpoint. It's basically like, there's no reason to believe anything that they say, Like, just because they say that they're going to do this next thing on the next patch or patches or whatever does not mean that that's what's going to actually happen, Does that mean more tiers in the development trees according to... For a game that has sold millions of copies, the pace of development is enough to make you win. So yeah, it is, for sure. Yeah, Carrie, exactly. Exactly, yeah. Because, I mean, I know some people, I have to remind myself, some people are, like, newer to Manor Lords, too. Because some of us have been playing Manor Lords for, like, years now, and we've been, like, participating in the community and the feedback and listening to Greg and all this kind of crap for, like, literally years. So sometimes I have to remember that some people have not been on this roller coaster for quite as long. Start setting up some walls here while we're yapping. But yeah, like, the development perks is definitely, like, one of the biggest sore points, like, in my opinion, as far as, like, showing the lack of, like, cohesive direction, not following through with what they've said, kind of creating more of a mess instead of just, like, actually moving the game forward, etc. Because, the development perks sound cool and all, but it's like, it's another one of those things, just like the point I was just making before, which is like, I mean, cool, but like, when does it end, dude? Like, we already had a working development perk system, and now we have nothing. And, you know, like, that's fine in the sense of, like, sounds like, you know, the new perk system that you're going to implement is going to, like, end up being better, but it's like, when are we going to get there, and what is the plan, like, to make that happen, or anything? Like, it doesn't feel like there's any answers to any of those things. Like, they just like thought of like, oh, development perks, maybe we could do this and that would be cool, and then they're like, all right, cool, do it, and then without thinking like, whoa, hold on a minute, does that actually fit in with like the foundations that we've already laid? What about all, you know, is that going to detract us from all these other features that we've already promised? Like, is that, you know, how is that realistically going to work? Like, is that going to fit in cohesively with the direction of everything else that we're doing? I mean, it's like it's obvious that they don't even ask themselves any of these questions. You know what I mean? And then here we are with the result of it, and it's like, yeah, we have this development perk system that does nothing basically, which is just obviously very impactful because, you know, this is like a city builder game at the core of the game, at the core of what the game is, and like, we don't even have any incentive to build your cities beyond like the very basic level because there's no perks for it, which is really silly, you know. And once again, it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what happens, you know, if and when they finally do finish the perk system. That'll be cool. But, like, the whole process and this decision making and execution of everything up until that point is, like, absolutely, completely terrible. Like, could not be worse. I'm trying to figure out how we can make this. This is, like, really awkward with these two roads right here. So I don't want to have, like, two roads right here, but, like, I don't think I can... I think if I erase this road right here, it's like this entire thing is connected. Which I guess we could maybe just redraw it, but... I don't know, I guess let's just see what happens. Okay, it's not the full length of the road like I thought it was. Okay, so that's not bad. Okay, let's just go like that then. Okay, good. What's up, Demku? When do you think the late July patch will release? Who knows, man? Like, you know, to the point of everything that I'm ranting on about right now is just like the main takeaway from what I'm saying is that, like, you can't, like, who knows? I'll tell you right now, even they don't know. That's the point, right? They don't have any sense of cohesive direction or anything. So if you were to even ask them, when is the update coming? When are you guys going to have it done? They don't even know. They know nothing. I don't really like how this angle of the walls are coming out from there, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's fine. I guess we do want to kind of drag it out more because we need to go wide to link up with the other portion, don't we? Let's go a little bit wider here. Yeah, this is going to be the tough part here, so let's just see if we can fix these up here. Just want to get this portion smoothed out and then we'll be good. It's going to be, like, really annoying with the gatehouse. Might not really be able to shift it around too much. Let's delete this portion and try to re-add it. Yeah, this whole stuff with the castle planner is still pretty finicky in a lot of ways. I think we might want to, like... Maybe we should, like, build, like, a outcropping like that or something. Maybe we should make, like, a... portion that kind of sticks out over here. Maybe we can make this work. Does that look natural? Kind of does, but it's glowing red, isn't it? What's your problem? What's your problem, dude? What's the deal here, Greg? What's the deal here, huh? Why can't I build this? WTF, man. Does that work? Okay. Does that work? Okay. Okay, well let's go with that then. I mean that looks good, right? Most importantly, it looks like it'll actually let us commit to it, so that's the most important part. Okay, but we want to, yeah, we want stone. Whoops. We don't care about ramparts necessarily. But if we were to put the are they on the right side? Yeah, they are, okay. I guess we do want the ramparts because it makes it look cooler too with the, like, palisade thing or whatever. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Ooh, now we're cooking, guys. And then we want some towers, though, I think, too, right? We'll get a garrison tower somewhere. I don't know if... I guess we could add that now. But then we also want some, like, regular towers, too. Maybe, like, I feel like the garrison tower should be, like, over here next to the manor, maybe? Or should it be on, like, the side? I don't know. I feel like we should put, like, maybe some livestock over here, like some sheep or something. The wonky walls are back. Yeah, I know, right? We need Christoph to get in here and be our construction project manager. I kind of like it over here. I kind of like the main garrison tower over here. Let's do garrison tower over here. Uh-oh. Broke part of the walls. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of that. No! Garrison tower ruined everything! Okay. We can fix this. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good, guys. False alarm. Okay, garrison tower is not going over there. It actually looks even a little bit better than it was, I guess, huh? Okay. Oh, wait, we're... Uh-oh. Are we good? Hopefully we're good. I think we're good. Okay. You know what? I think I'm just gonna commit to this first, so that way we don't, like, mess up anything with the walls, and then we can add, like, towers and stuff after that. Let's just do this first. I don't want to, like, mess anything up, you know? There we go. We're committed. We got plenty of unassigned families. Let's get to it, lads. Okay. Sorry, I missed some of your, messages. Flooding from excessive rain? Yeah, that'd be interesting. Right in time for Christmas, yeah. Good to see we're still trying to find new ways to crash the game. I mean, they said that you can put stuff inside the walls now, and they're actually, you know, you can have buildings inside the walls, and they're not going to break. One of the developers on the team, I saw him boasting about it in the Discord, in the Manor Lords Discord, a few weeks back or whatever, like a couple weeks ago, in the betas, the recent betas, and he was like, yeah, you know, I went ahead and fixed, you know, everyone wanted to be able to put stuff in, like, in the town, and since we're still working so hard on delivering the town walls that we promised for years, just for now as a temporary fix, we allowed it that you can utilize buildings inside the manor walls, you know. And it's just, I wrote to him, I was like, round of applause, buddy, for your really awesome band-aid fix of code that, you know, allows us to select buildings inside the castle planner, which has been something that people have been requesting and complaining about for literally years since the release of the game. So I figured we might as well test it out and see if we can have stuff within the castle walls. That's what we're doing. It's got to be good, right? It surely is going to work very well. Right? 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 Come on. They reckon the latest end of the month for the beta for the next patch. Yeah, I saw they said that. But we'll see what actually happens, because they say things all the time, like we said. Yeah, he said to the main branch by August. Yep. They've said it all before, so we'll see. Colliding with a pebble in the ground. I know, Ned. That piece of formidable stone wall was impeded by Kristoff left a little pebble in the ground there. It was kind of rough to work around. Are floating towers bug back? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I would not be surprised. We have some kind of congregation going on over here. What's going on over here? Oh, I see. These are our... Oh my gosh. Look, these are people delivering... So what, they go one by one to drop off their... Oh my gosh. I thought we were saying the logistics had been improved with the pathfinding and everything. What's going on here, guys? All these people are waiting to drop off their building materials. Oh no. Oh no, back to the drawing board. Time to bring up the meme. Greg's reworking the peasants now to be ant colonies for better optimization. Reworking the blades of grass so they don't obstruct the collision of the workers, dropping off the... Okay, look at these people that are transporting planks. Nice, good job. You guys are doing great work over here. Transporting planks. Great job, everybody. The code is in good hands. We're a very strong foundation here, guys. Okay, nice. Oh, he's taking a few steps. Oh, he did it. Look at that. He got the planks. Nice. A few more steps. There he goes. He's almost there. He's almost there. Boom! Drop the plate. Dude, he dropped those planks off. You guys see that? Woo! Look at this chain that we got going on here. This is amazing. These guys are so efficient. Single file line, everybody. Nice. I mean... guys. What's going on here? I don't understand. I thought for the last 10 months they were working out all these technical issues. I thought they improved the castle planner. I don't know. The retinue helps building as well? Yeah, they're doing a really good job helping. really good job. This is a snitch-free work zone? Yeah. These are like the homies that are chilling on the side when you go to Home Depot or whatever. And they're like looking for work, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there we go. They got hired. Now they're back in it. Their lunch break's over. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Any temporary fix will just end up being permanent feature bay. Yeah, exactly. maybe it was just a bad batch. Firewood. Maybe the Lord of the Manor could have organized the bringing of materials a bit better. Yeah. That is improved to what it was. Also true. Also true. Also true. They're the ones that are standing around are the union rats. That's yep. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, the bandits took stuff from us, dude. I know. Yo, actually, to the point of like we're talking about like everything needs to be like physically transported and stuff. What's up with the bandits just like transporting goods, you know, and visibly taking goods? So how come they don't have to come actually physically raid the town? What's up with that? Yeah, I know we can't get on the walls if we don't have any tower. I know, right? Well, I mean, that doesn't matter anyways, Zira, because there's no... Getting on the walls is useless anyway. I mean, the castle in general is completely useless. I mean, it serves no purpose whatsoever, other than just aesthetics, because they don't have any of the combat or siege mechanics or anything like that worked out. And no progress on that for the foreseeable future, so... yeah, that was an interesting process of them gathering the planks, huh? What else do we need? Looks like they finished the planks. They did it. Looks like all the construction materials are here delivered, so we'll see what happens. Looks like the walls are starting to appear. Come on, lads. Also, let's see if we can import... We were going to see if we can get at least one tier 3 house for a bakery. So let's see if we can import... we're just going to import some clothing. Because we're... You know, we have plenty of money. We actually don't really need to be taxing either. Oh, dang it. See, this is another thing that's, like, really lame. There's no way to... Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, right? But there's no way to control the taxes other than through the manor. So, like, while the manor's under construction, we cannot adjust our tax rate. So, like, I cannot... I want to turn off taxes right now, but I can't. Until this manor's done, which is going to take who knows how long, right? So that's lame. Anyways. We want to buy some clothes. We'll get just a small amount, and then some AL as well. So we're just gonna import some stuff temporarily, just to see if we can like upgrade a couple houses. Okay, we should also sell. We should sell some of our. We have like some excess, like rough stone sells for what, 3? Dress stone for 5. Let's sell off some dress stone. Export. Just keep out around like 100. And I forgot, actually, we did get rid of our stonemason station. And we never rebuilt it. So we had more than enough lying around. But we want to get that, like, producing again. I mean, the walls do seem to be coming up a lot faster than they did before. I remember when we did that High Peaks castle, this stuff took forever, dude. Literally hours. This is looking like it's going a lot quicker, that's for sure, like Ned had mentioned. So that's really good. Yeah, let's watch the construction. Good call, Zera. I mean, it's almost done. Oh, we can actually see... Oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. We can see them going along the wall here, doing it. Okay, guys. Now we're talking a little bit here. This is good. The bandits are from Mordor. With invisibility, the bandits are from Mordor wearing invisibility cloaks from Hogwarts. The queuing logic needs a fix, yeah. They should just drop the planks off in a radius near the work area. Yeah, exactly. Maybe more houses for more builders. Yeah, we still could be expanding more housing. I don't know. I kind of just want to get this done for now, though. We're good on... It doesn't really seem like having more builders is going to fix the problem, right? Because it looked like they were getting, like, stuck. We're almost there, though. I mean, we only have one last section here. This is good. Okay, this is going to be cool, guys. Let's go. We're back! We're back! Back in action, boys! Nigh on 500 construction materials, and Cole thinks they can do that in a day. No, that's true. That's true. No, that wasn't bad at all. I'm just joking. Just like to see the queuing. But I'm a Brit is one of our pleasantries. Yeah, queuing up. Speaking of which, Vaff, did you queue up for some fish and chips today, and mashed peas? Fish and chips and mashed peas. Yo, I know side convo here, sidebar. I obviously, I'm sure a lot of you guys know I love soccer, football. But yeah, the World Cup was really fun this summer. There was a lot of kind of lame parts, I guess, that ended up being part of it, but it was really fun overall. I definitely enjoyed that, and I'm very excited for the new season here. Liverpool just started up our preseason just this weekend, actually. Looks like we import, so if we get this beverage stocked right here, we could actually get a tier 3 house, and then we can have a bakery extension. That would be amazing. See if we can make that happen. Now you have to try this out tonight. Yeah, for sure, Ned. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, a lot of it was due to your comment. I remember you said that they had improved a lot on this kind of stuff. Okay, there's beverage. Now we just need to... Come on, get some... I had animal produce for a hot second there. We just need that again. Or fruits. It's weird how berries are not considered fruits. There's a difference between foraged goods and fruits. But we will be getting more apples momentarily because it's about to be September. So this should work. And the walls are about to be done. Look at this, guys. Wow. I gotta say, that's definitely an improvement as far as like the time it took to get the whole thing done, just like Ned was saying. It's been confirmed, guys. Look at that. And this is looking pretty sick. Look at this is cool, right? It's gonna look even cooler once we get like tier 3 houses in here that are looking a little more like advanced and stuff. Then we'll have our nice, and then, when we put it in perspective with like the farming areas down here, and then the nice like, for the wealthy folk that live up in the castle area. Okay. Love it. Alright. Finishing up the last. It's not technically done yet, but I guess it's almost done. Okay, we need excuse me, we need to harvest our fields here now. Let's assign everybody we can. We'll... Let's see. What's up with the berries? Are they done pretty much? No. We want to get the last of the berries that we can. Let's chill on this firewood cutter. Move him to the farmhouse. Okay, we want to make sure these fields get taken care of. Okay, and hopefully any second now, if we get animal produce. Hopefully we can upgrade this house or any of the other houses, I guess. Oh, like this one has it. We could actually just get rid of our bowyer workshop. See, I wish there was a way to, like, just delete the artisan workshop. You know what I mean? But, like, not delete the whole house. Because I think we have to delete the whole house if we want to change the type of backyard it is. Which means we'd have to upgrade it again anyways, which would defeat the point. So, yeah. Hopefully this one... We got those apples coming in here. Let's go, baby. We want to upgrade this to tier 3. Just need some apples. Okay, and we're harvesting our fields over here. We'll start making some bread. That'll be good too. And we might get some new fields set up in the meantime as well before the end of the current autumn. So we don't want these to be replanted because the fertility's gone way down. So we'll put this on just fallow, for example. Okay, there we go. We got that filled in. All right, perfect. We should be able to upgrade this house now. Upgrade. Boom. There we go, guys. We got... As a matter of fact, if we could upgrade this one to tier 3, that would be even better. Because I don't necessarily want the bakery. That's a double plot up there. I would prefer... demolish. I wonder if we put... I wonder if we allow them to do market stall over here. Is that going to help? Oh, it did help. Nice. Look at that. It immediately put apples in their thing. Perfect. There we go. Tier 3. Now this is going to be our bakery right here. Because I didn't necessarily want to put it in this house. Because this is a double. I don't necessarily want the bakery to be a double. We already have a goat pen in the backyard anyway. So we put our bakery down there. That's going to be perfect. Nice. And we don't need this stupid community oven anymore. Get rid of that. Awesome. Now we can get more efficiency from our bread production. Let's go! Alright, what are we waiting for here to finish the manor? What's going on? Let's get it finished up. Well, maybe we took away all of our unassigned families. I don't know. That's probably what's going on, but... I thought it was already pretty much done. Okay, so... Fallow... Fallow. Okay, so we're not going to reuse these fields, like I said. We harvested the wheat. Looks like we got... 84 rye sheaves, excuse me. That's really good. Cool. Oh, actually, I forgot to... I want to put this one on pause work. Once they re-sow the flax field up here, I want to put this on pause work so we have our beautification at all times. I don't want them harvesting that flax. Okay, but now that we have the walls, see, I felt like it'd be kind of cool to, like, have, like, fields, like... You know what I mean? Like that. But I don't know if... I feel like we should make this pathway like a double or something, because it feels like one measly little road leading up to this big-ass castle is a little underwhelming. Let's double up the road there. Yeah, that looks better, right? Yeah, nice. That looks a lot better. How about let's also fence it up. Let's also fence up this walkway so it looks more official. If you guys aren't aware of this technique, you just use the pasture tool, which I don't know, you might not be able to do this anymore moving forward because they're changing the way pastures work, where they're gonna need to be like actually like a whole construction thing in the next patch with the cows and stuff like that. So might not be able to actually make these types of fences in the near future. Looks like it doesn't really want us to go around the corner, so we'll do another portion of fencing down the way. So let's do this part here. And then we'll put the second portion here. Nice, how about that? Now we got a... So we got like an official walkway headed up to and from the town to the castle. And then we can put fields next to that. So now it's like kind of like, you know, separated or whatever. I think that looks cool. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like it looks pretty cool. Let's make these a little wider, maybe? Kind of like if we go a little wider, then it actually gets the curve. Now let's go like that. Maybe the stonemason station's in the way again. Now that we got rid of the bakery, we can move it over here. Okay, so we'll go like rye on this one, for example. Yeah, the sheeps are gonna get stuck in the fence, I know. Oh, maybe we can't do sheep then, because yeah, they're just gonna go in our fencing. Our aesthetic fencing. Okay, this is coming together very well, though. This is what I was envisioning. Like, that's gonna look cool, right? With the fields leading up to the castle and... Yeah. More crash testing. The manor's still at 98%. Yeah, it's still under construction, technically. I don't know. Oh, we can't build stuff after we put the walls up? I see. We'll see what happens, yeah. America destroyed the World Cup. Should never get to host the tournament ever again. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that, yeah. Yeah. That whole thing when they rescinded the red card for our guy or whatever was like, what? Yeah, I don't, dude. Like I said, this World Cup might have been one of the worst World Cups ever as far as like external factors ruining it in a lot of ways, but yeah. You had steak slices with chips and beans? What the heck is going on here? Who even is this guy? Yeah, we'll see if we can add, I don't know. Okay, the manor's officially done now. Okay. So let's see. Let's see how the behavior is. Let's set it, hold on, I wanna, since we're in autumn though, we gotta make sure we take care of our seasonal tasks. Yeah? Trying to think about if I want like a road on this side. No, I think that's good. Let's go with like that. Barley. Maybe let's... I don't know, let's do some wheat. We don't have to do just rye. I mean, it's not like amazing fertility over here, but we can, you know, still put stuff there. Okay, now that it's a little lighter out, we can kind of see it better. That looks cool, right? I think that's cool. With our little fenced walkway up to the main town, and then farmland leading up to the walls and stuff. Okay, then we'll see if we can mess with this a little more or not. Okay, we got our tier 3 plot here. We're gonna put our bakery. Boom, and then we're gonna be ready for making a solid amount of bread here because we have a good amount of wheat that we harvested, or rye. Excuse me, I keep saying wheat. It's rye. Same thing, pretty much, though. Things are looking really good here. Very nice. Want to see the English fans drink it dry tea. Dude, it was cool though seeing like, yeah, like how Carrie mentioned, yeah, the Scottish fans, dude. I was addicted to like watching videos of people like from, you know, European or whatever other countries coming to America, especially people that were like like in Texas, you know, or even, you know, some of the matches were hosted in Mexico, for example, like, you know, like South Korea played a lot of their matches in Mexico, like videos of like people traveling from South Korea and trying like Mexican street food, for example, or whatever. It was just the best thing ever, dude. They're just like, whoa, dude, you know, mango with like tahini and like street tacos and all this. They're just like, oh my god, it's so good, you know. Or like they go to like a Texas barbecue, you know, and they're just like, oh my god, Texas barbecue is so good, you know. Like, that was awesome. Definitely loved that part about it. It was really funny, really cool to see. We still have some. We have like a month with November still. Wonder if we can squeeze in another. Let's keep the fields on this side for now, actually. Let's do some barley, see if we can start producing a little bit of our own ale at the very least. See if we can fence. Ooh, yeah, nice, 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 nice. Heck yeah. Fence like around our windmill here from the farmland. Let's see, it doesn't like that positioning for whatever reason. Let's see if we can adjust that a little bit. Nice, nice. Cool. Love it. Looking good. Alright. We got our bakery constructed. Soon we'll start making bread. We'll staff our windmill and start making bread soon. And then we'll play around with the whole manor thing a little bit more. But yeah, we're looking really good. We got tons of carrots, strong amount of apples. Of course, we have like a little bit of berries, which are done now. A little bit of fish. Start to get bread coming in, so we're looking really solid in all that. Okay, we got a couple of staff members free from the berries. Let's staff the windmill. Get that process rocking. Okay, this is all looking really good. Let's also start selling... Oh yeah, we are selling dress stone. We just need to start producing more dress stone. Let's get that under production again. Nice. Okay, here we go. This is a pretty good representation of, like, the view, like, that I was kind of envisioning. What do we think, guys? I mean, this is pretty cool, right? Stupid clouds are in the way. There we go. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I think that's a pretty cool setup so far. I was kind of envisioning the, you know, the main town, fancy part of the town on the hill, and then working class farmland and stuff right outside. I think it's looking pretty cool. Oh, we got the pond over here. That'll be even a nice addition to the view. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. I mean, that's pretty nice, huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, fans were amazed by America's food portions. I know, right? The World Cup had a lot wrong, but it was also iconic, and even with the terrible final, it was remembered fondly. Yeah, yeah. I just love the sport, dude, you know? Not that the red card never was the overpricing, stop foot with the bull, or refusing entrance. Oh, yeah, I know. There's just a lot of... I know, dude. For sure. All those, like... political factors and crap were just, yeah, not great. Ghost sheep watching over the children when they sleep at night, not creepy at all. Oh, maybe we can pause the thing. Let's see. Just bucket brick gains. Let's see if that's a thing. Is that a thing? If we can, it's hard to click on the passwords once we. Let's see. I'm so close. Got it. Nope. No pausing, unfortunately. Unfortunate. Okay, but we can pause our... Let's pause this field. Like I said, anything that we're doing just for aesthetic, we're going to pause. Okay. Sorry, I'll catch up with your messages here. Loving the view, and then we'll mess around a little more with the manor and set up some more stuff. Looking really good though, right? I mean, this is pretty cool. Here, let's look from the perspective of up here. Oh yeah, that's pretty sick. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah. Now we're talking, boys. Veggie garden patch this morning in the game that overlapped the road. One of my folks seemed to get very upset about it. He was determined to walk along that path. He's like, I will use this path. Some World Cup have great finals, but stagnant competition in groups and knockouts. This one was relative high scoring. Yeah, I agree, our Pat. Yeah, for sure. There was a lot of really good games, like a lot of games that really surprised me. You know, like some of those smaller countries, like Cape Verde, for example. But I know that one got a lot of attention, but not even just that one. Like there was so many countries that I was watching that I was like, wow, man, super impressed. Like that they were just far better than you would expect, you know what I mean, or that they're like portrayed as or whatever, ranked as, anything like that. Super cool. A lot of countries represented themselves like in a super good light. It's just super cool to see all those cultures coming together and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, the playoff between England and France. Yeah, the third place match. Yeah, that third place match with England and France was very entertaining. That's for sure. Yeah, I made a couple bets like in the game with Mexico and England. I bet that Raúl Jiménez and Bellingham would score, and they both scored. So I made a couple good bets. Neymar, I was excited. I love Neymar. He's my favorite, like probably my favorite player. Well, Ronaldo's like my favorite like role model, but Neymar's probably like my favorite player. And it was cool to see him like, you know, one last go. He didn't really get to play that much, but at least it was cool to be able to see him play a little bit, and he got to at least, you know, do one last goal, stuff like that. So that was cool to see. Anyways, yeah, it was a good experience. Looking forward to Liverpool though, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe we should save. That's a good call. Let's do a quick save here. Good call. My gosh, so many messages. Sorry. Makes us just trying to put together from other countries. Yeah. Part of what the World Cup is. Yeah, exactly. It's always cool wherever it is. Yeah, it was just cool from like, you know, obviously I'm an American, so it was just really interesting to see like from you know, an American perspective, seeing like other people coming here and trying stuff or whatever. I almost went. There was a few matches here in Seattle. I almost went. I wanted to go, but the tickets were out. I mean, it was outrageous, the price and all that kind of stuff. So maybe next time in the long distant future. Personal fast food delivery. Whoa! I didn't hear about that. I didn't see that. That's crazy. Jeez. Gosh. U.S. men's was worse. I know, dude. I was so disappointed. I had high hopes. We all had high hopes. I was so disappointed, dude. Like, our main guy, Pulisic, was a freaking dud, dude. He didn't do anything. It was so... And meanwhile, like, I felt like that was the theme of this World Cup, was that, like, all the stars from all the countries were, like, they were showing up and delivering. And then our star, Pulisic, didn't do crap, dude. It was so lame. Like, yeah, that sucked, man. I was super disappointed. Anyways, town looking good, Houston. They were good losers, yeah. Lawrence, the Scots would do better with an English manager. Yeah. In our house, it's Ronaldo and Mbappe. Nice, yeah. Ronaldo's a fantastic role model, dude. Like, yeah, that's obviously Ronaldo, undisputedly, you know, like top goal scorer and a bunch of other stuff. But like, for me, it's about the fact that he's just such a good role model. That's what I love about Ronaldo. Hurt to see Germany fail the way they did, dude. Right? Crazy. That was one of the shock. Germany and Netherlands. Whoa, dude. I was shocked, man. Like, that was completely shocking. Germany and Netherlands, man. Like, whoa. Dude, I swear, like, half the Netherlands team is Liverpool. Like, a lot of our team, we have so many Dutch players on Liverpool. It's Cody Gakpo, Van Dijk, Frimpong, Gravenberch. I mean, dude, we have so many players on the Dutch team. I was, like, surprised about, man, that was a bummer about how Netherlands didn't do very well. And then the German team, before the tournament started, I was, like, thinking that they were going to go the whole way, maybe win the whole thing. I was, like, thinking, honestly, I was like, dude, these guys, they could be the real deal. But, man, that was crazy how that happened. Yeah, he injured himself, I know, but I don't even know, dude. Like, that was already, like, 5 or 6 games in, and he hadn't done anything. He didn't do anything, like, the whole tournament, dude. He injured himself during the Belgium game, but, like, he didn't do anything before that at all. Like, in that game or in other games. Like, he just was a complete disappointment all around. Which is just a shame for how much hype and build-up there was, you know. And, you know, he's such a top-tier player, like, you know, at Milan and stuff. But anyways, yeah. It was fun overall. I just loved the game, and it was just really cool watching and all that kind of stuff, so hope you guys enjoyed it as well if you were watching. Alright, we're producing bread. We're at our bakery. We've got plenty of food. We can be done on fishing for now as well. Let them restock the pond. Trouble with the Dutch is that there's a lot of it infighting. Oh yeah, maybe. See, I don't really know about all those like internal factors, I guess, but I just like from the quality of the player, like just the perspective of like the quality of the players and stuff. You know, I was like, whoa, like I can't believe that, you know. Uh-oh, what's going on here? What's going on here, Michelle? What's happening? Hold on, Houston, we have a problem. What's going on here? Waiting, a guide is coming. Don't worry, class, a guide is coming. Just keep on waiting. Uh-oh. Pathfinding issues have been solved and Manor Lords confirmed. Uh-oh. I'll teleport us way up here. Yeah, the Croatia game was crazy at the end. The ending with that, oh, that's so dumb. It doesn't let us... Ah, there's collision here for the... What's going on with these farmers? Why are you guys all just... Dude, what are you doing? What's going on, buddy? Oh, dude, this poor ox is just gonna be stuck out here forever. Michelle doesn't know what he's doing. Michelle was not qualified for this job. Oh, man. Not good, not good. Yeah, maybe he just came back from the pub. Speaking of which, let's stop importing ale and clothes and stuff, because we only really wanted it for upgrading that one house to get the bakery, so we don't need to keep spending money on that. Okay, anyways, let's get the stonemason fully rocking again. We got a ton of materials. What else? More wood cutting, more charcoal. Maybe we can gather up the rest of this, get back to gathering up some more of this clay, get that finished up. Yeah, it looks like the logging camp is actually storing logs now if we actually assigned an ox to it specifically. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Can we do anything else in here now, or does it not? Okay, I see. So like Ned was saying, so we can still like reliably control buildings that are in the walls, but we can't add anything afterwards. Okay, so if you guys are doing this yourself, just know you got to pre-build everything you want to be in the walls. Needs to be pre-built. You cannot add anything afterwards, because I would still like to add maybe a couple other things over here, but it's pretty much how we want it. And you can still add castle planner stuff, of course. So like our garrison tower, for example. See, I guess now they're not going to snap to the walls, maybe. Do the outer towers work? Yeah, interesting. So, see, so that's not great, because these need to be able to snap to the walls to be able to, like, use them as, like, a way to get up onto the walls and stuff, you know? I think they can still... No? I mean, obviously, like I said, it doesn't even matter. It's pointless to get up on top of the walls anyways, but like we did want some of these outer towers to be like connected to the walls just for like aesthetics and stuff too, which looks like it's not going to work. So that's an issue. We should be able to still snap towers to the walls after the walls have been completed. This is a problem. So might just have to put a couple, like the garrison tower or a couple other towers, like separated or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it'll snap to the manor, looks like, but it won't snap to the walls, which is a problem. We do not like that. Anyways, we'll make it work with what we've got, obviously. So should we put the garrison tower here with the manor, or should we like put it separate over here? It seems weird to have it separated if it's not like attached to the wall. Yeah, I know, dude. I feel like you could... That's what I'm saying. I feel like you could snap these to the walls after you built them before. I mean, what the heck, dude? Thanks to that developer who did such an amazing job with this temporary fix that lets us, you know, access the buildings that are within the walls now, because they never followed through with their promise for town walls. Now they broke this other thing where we can't snap towers to walls anymore. So that's fan-frickin-tastic. Fantastic. All right, let's just put this here. Let's give these a stone upgrade for our manor and the garrison tower. Let's do that, I guess, because, yeah. We had rye for the first one. We have some wheat and barley going now. Yeah, yeah. He's a scarecrow. He's a human scarecrow. Pathfinder will never be fully fixed. Yeah, I mean that's true. I'm just the voice of I'm the antagonist. Because if they're saying that they've been working on fixing pathfinding and stuff, if there's still pathfinding issues, I'm gonna point it out. Like, because that's what they've been spending all of their time and energy and resources on, supposedly. So it's like, I mean. If you're not doing anything else, then I'm expecting perfect pathfinding. So, you know, if it's not obtainable, then let's focus on other stuff that actually is attainable, like getting us some more building models and cosmetics and other mechanics that they actually said they were going to do, right? Michelle has had enough. Yeah, I know, right? He's done, dude. He's clocking out. Um, so I guess we can't. Nothing we can do here, right? It's supposed to be a separate bill. Yeah. Tower should work. Maybe just rotate and play it place one. See if it integrates into the wall. Okay, that's what I was wondering. If maybe we should try it. How do we know where's the? How do we know where's like the entry point? I guess it's this. Like this, right? Okay, let's see if we place a wall like over or a tower over here. Let's see what happens. Like if we place it like in the. Is that possible? I mean, not like that, right? I mean, okay, what happens if we try to put it like that? Wait, that... Oh my god, dude. Bro, see, look at this. Look at this crap now, man. Are we serious here? I mean, come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is obviously vastly incorrect. I mean... Yeah, what a joke. Okay, now it's not gonna let us... Oh, we're missing resources? How are we missing resources? Okay, there we go. Close it and open it. I don't know. Let's just commit so we can get our garrison tower and upgraded manor, I guess, but... I guess they're gonna redo this wall portion over here too for whatever reason. I don't know, man. See, this is the type of crap that's just like, bro, what the heck, man? This is stupid. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could try to place the tower not on the wall and then move it into the wall. Maybe, I'm not sure. I mean, I gotta imagine though, if it's not like snapping into the wall, it's not gonna like integrate into the wall, even if we like force it to that position. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Check the build menu. Check the build menu. What do you mean? The new town walk feature was supposed to be in the main build menu tabs. Not sure what you mean. You mean like the construction menu? Completely. Exactly, exactly, guys. It's completely historic. The walls are floating by wizards. Yeah, this, you know, the wizards that they would like, the wizards and witches that they would like burn at the stake. This is what they were doing. This is the sort of witchcraft that was going on back in the medieval days. You're strolling through a medieval town, everything's fine, and all of a sudden, bam! You walk into a floating garrison tower. And that's how you know this town has got some crazy magicians and witches doing crazy stuff in here. That's what's going on. Sure, that's a surefire sign. You see a floating tower on the castle? They got, you know, forget about Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, dude. They got Gandalf the Platinum. He's up in there making stuff happen, dude. Wingardium Leviosa. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got bandits coming. All right, let's expand our retinue. Like 14 should be pretty formidable. Okay, where are these bandits coming from? Looking like they're coming from the south, it looks like. So we'll start deploying some troops that direction. get out there. So we need to place towers first, and then the gates and walls. I guess so. That's what it maybe seems like, as far as like the most ideal way to get like the best results. I think that does seem like the case. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's get these guys rolling out. Just kind of get them headed. Where are these bandits? They're south, right? Oops. Let me click on this. Yeah, they're south. Okay. Sorry, if the moving around the screen during the winter time probably causing some visual distortion or whatever because the snow is crazy. Oh, they're more down this way. Okay. Pivot, pivot, pivot. Okay, we're heading over this way. We're gonna have a hole in the wall because we didn't fix it. Okay. We'll have to keep messing with the castle thing, I guess. See if we can get it how we want it, actually. Here, let's see if we can get these guys' attention over here, because we don't want them heading into our town and burning the village down. What the heck are these guys? Okay, here we go. Our spearmen run in and grab their attention, and we'll run back to our forces that are over here. Sorry, I'll read you more. I'll get back to more of your guys' messages here in just a sec. So get this all set up. Okay, we got their attention. I'll head on back. We had to do make a break in the wall, build an additional tower in the gap. Oh, I see. That's an okay. I see what you're saying, Bath. Yes, I got it. So we could, our finished walls, we could break them apart and then put a tower that snaps to like an edge of the wall and then connect the other edge of the wall. I see. We'll try that next, see if that works. Yeah. Have a hole in the walls. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out, I guess. Yeah, it's our it's just an alternative way to get in the castle, you know. Alternative entryway. Leave it to goal to break the game. This all works fine for me. I mean, we're just testing out, you know, the new awesome feature that the developers put in. We can do this really cool thing with the castle planner now. It's like state of the art. Okay, we'll have our retinue take care of business over here. Good. Now our archers are freed up. We'll move them around the back. So our retinue are tanking these bandits, and then we'll have our spearmen tank these bandits. Alright, we moved our archers around the back. Shoot at will. Blast these guys, dude. Get them, boys. Rip their ends off. It's time for war! Kill them all! I think it's funny how you can join in the first-person mode and run around during the battles. But you can't, like, actually help fight. I have a sword here, and I have a sword, right? Go team! Good job, lads. Keep fighting! I'll be back here. Good job, good job. Press forward. Press the attack. Yes! Good job, lads. Yeah, that's right. You better run. Get out of here. Don't come back. Yeah, Will doesn't. He never stood a chance. All right, good job. Good job, lads. Yeah! Party time. After this, everybody head to the pub. Drinks on me. Everybody to the tavern. We're gonna party hard. We slayed the bandits. Yeah! Oh, these guys... Wait, hold on. They're still fighting over here while we're partying. All right, get in there. We're coming. we almost let our spear guys over here. Almost forgot about them. All right, there we go. We're good. All right, now it's time to go party. Everyone meet at the tavern. Everyone meet at the tavern. There's a convenient entrance to the castle right over here. You can just kind of come through the hole in the wall on this side. You'll be good. Nice. Since I'm American, surely I should turn on friendly fire. Yeah, why not? That would be my style. We like starving our peasants, taxing our peasants. We like letting them get in the line of fire. Yo, side note, guys. By the way, I don't know if some of you guys, because the algorithm probably it might not serve it to you because mostly the channels, you know, Manor Lords stuff is what gets pushed. But I made a video over the weekend about Stronghold 4. Checking out the demo for Stronghold 4 it was really good. So. And it actually has, like, it's not just castle defense. It has, like, a really good, like, economy and town management aspect and stuff. Would highly recommend that you guys check it out. Let me know what you think. I thought Stronghold 4 was really cool. Looks like there's no hole in the wall over here. They actually managed to get it patched up. That's right, do as I say, not as I do. That's right, Carrie. You got the right idea. That's right, drinks on me, boys. Yeah, leave the corpses to rot. Don't worry about that. We got ale flowing at the tavern. Let's go. Cold? What are we talking about here? We got 21 months of fuel supplies. What are we talking about here? People gonna freeze to death. Give me a break. Give me a break, man. Got 300 firewood. Uh-huh. Alright, looks like our... Okay, well, we got that part. That portion is done. Oh, okay, looks like there is an issue here with the... So there's not a hole in the wall, but there is a hole in the... in the rampart. Alright, if you're going up on the ramparts here, just don't walk across. I mean, I guess use the little planks that are here, but just be careful. That would be. You don't want to. Whew. Oh man, that looks like a death trap right there. Not good. All right, but now we could mess with and see. Maybe we could try breaking the walls apart, and then see if we can fit a tower in there. Let me catch up with your guys' meshes though. Remove the bugs that tell you storage is full for things like the sawmill. Yeah, exactly. Well, or like we just saw one right there that said we had people dying of cold or whatever. It's like, what are we talking about here? That was a nice video. Oh, you watched the Stronghold one? Heck yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Glad you enjoyed it. Walls rebuilt. Time to break it again. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can... The castellation? Wait, I don't know that word. What is that word? Okay, let's see if we can... Let's see if we can edit this. Oh. Well, oh, we fixed it, guys. We fixed it. We fixed it. It's all good now. The ramparts here now. It's all good. Commit? I didn't even do anything. That's funny. Alright, let's see. Wait, how do we... Well, how do we break these apart? Remove wall point? Whoa! No, 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 no. Bruh. Yeah. Great. Great, 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 great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do we do now? I don't know if I... Undo, I know. I mean, I don't... Well, we haven't... I mean, it's not gonna... Unless we commit to it, it's not gonna do anything, but, like, I don't understand. What are we looking at here? Because, I mean, it shows the outline of... Like, what... I don't understand. What happens if we click commit? Alright, let's save. Commit. Now what? They're gonna rebuild? Looks like they're rebuilding the entire wall now. Or no, it's gone. Oh, okay, yeah, it's gone. Okay, so I don't know, guys. We might just be, we might be screwed. Yeah, that went well. Alright, this is our castle. It's done. We're not changing it from here. Oh, wait, maybe we can... No, never mind. It's still how it was. Yeah. Alright, castle's done. This is the final state. It's fine, though. It's all pretty much how we wanted it, minus some towers. It's not like we were planning on using the castle for garrisoning people in the ramparts or whatever anyway, so... It's mainly just for aesthetic vibe, so... We achieved that. Good to go. Yeah, the retinue are mourning the loss of their walls. You see that? They're mourning... Yeah, they're mourning the loss of their walls. A bummer. Big time bummer. The castellation is the bit... Oh, like the palisade part. I gotcha. Okay, one is right than... Yeah, there's a bug there. Yeah, that's a big bug. That's a massive bug. Game breaking, actually. Yeah, I know. Save often. Definitely a rule of thumb here. Yeah, Ned, you weren't aggressive enough with your castle construction, obviously. What's up, Pets Gamer? You just gave up on building walls in this game. Every time you try it, it was ass. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not. I know. Well, the thing is, I mean, like we were talking about, this system is not meant. These are not town walls. These are not meant to be town walls. We, you know, obviously, we as the people playing the game want them to be town walls. This ox is forever stuck here, I guess. By the way, we even saved and reopened the save, and he's still stuck here. By the way. Yeah, that's terrible. But yeah, this is not what it's meant for. It's not meant to be a like a walls for your town or anything like that, or really like super extensive. But they have not delivered on the actual town walls that they said they were going to give us, so this is what we have for now. Yeah, true. It's probably, like Bap said, it's probably a little better too if you just do like straight square, like square edges, you know what I mean? I don't like to do the square edges personally, but yeah. Probably works a little better if you do the square edges like that. But yeah, basically, now, I don't know, unless we like redraw this entire like portion of wall and redo the entire thing, it looks like we're pretty much not able to make any more changes here, so we're, our design is set in stone, both figuratively and literally. And we have a remnant of our construction woes right here. But you're right, dude. Look at this tooth is like wider than the rest of the teeth, dude. That's game breaking bug, dude. But I like the vibe that we got going on here. We got our nice walled area of the town. I want to get these houses like to max level so that they look, you know, fancier and stuff. Same with like our let's upgrade the tavern. Let's just get all these buildings upgraded so they look cool, you know. Upgrade our church to the new tier 3. Oh wait, we can't do that yet. Soon TM. Stone water well. Very good. But yeah, we are looking very solid on pretty much all fronts. Nice town we got here. Square edges don't work for the walkways or ramparts. Oh yeah, I guess that's true, right? Because then they get cut off on the edges. Because the walkways don't allow for like a I don't know, like it just cuts off with a right angle or whatever, right? Link each bit of straight wall into a tower. I see, yeah. So you just snap the. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So you kind of. So it sounds like the best strategy, which we can maybe do like an example of somewhere like outside of this. Best strategy here is like you place a wall or like a tower, like your towers as like kind of like the blueprint for like the edges, and then you would use the walls to be like connect like that, boom, connect like that, boom, and then say like these were stone. So then, boom, 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 boom. So basically like that, right? So that here we are able to have. So then you are able to have like the garrison ramparts that wouldn't want to meet otherwise, but if you meet them in a tower, then then that's fine. But yeah, this seems to be the way. So like if you're gonna build. Like, this seems to be, like, the best approach for construction of the castle. So, step 1 is build, like, anything that you would want to be, like, inside the castle area. Build that. Because then you're not going to be able to, like, add to it or anything afterwards. And then towers, and then walls. So, walls should be the last part that you do. And you're just basically connecting the towers together with the walls. That's the point of the walls. At least for, like, if you want to use, like, this technique. Yeah, and then you just, like, build the walls, like, in like, sections, basically, yeah. Like, versus, like, this is, for me, just, like, all one, like, continuous wall or whatever. But yeah, I think that's the better way, where you like add like sections of walls and then connect them to the towers, yeah. Yeah, try that before me, like joining two walls with a corner usually leaves a gap in the walkway. Oh, interesting. I mean, we didn't actually commit to it, obviously, so I don't know if like maybe it would turn out differently if they actually like started the construction process, but it looks like I mean, it looks like it's fine. Like, we can even see here that, like, it is cohesively connected, like, the walkway through the tower, like, up to the other walkway, you know what I mean? So I would imagine that it would be fine. Obviously, there's no way to really tell unless we committed to it, but if we did, it's going to ruin everything else that we have up here, so I'm not going to do that, but I'm just using that as, like, an example. Set down a tower either side of a road, but a bit away from the road. Right, yeah, that's probably how you get, like, the best, like, gateway portions or whatever. I see, once again, I personally like the more, like, kind of curved, I like the curved walls, but yeah. Dude, what the heck is your deal, Glass? Dude, come on, man. Ay. Yeah, I guess that wasn't quite a 90-degree angle either, was it? Probably 90 degrees too tight of an angle. Yeah, nice. That should, if you guys do that approach, though, it should work good. But yeah, we are cranking out the, as usual, our one sizable plot here, just for cranking out carrots, no problem. We got plenty of bread because we got the extension that's doubling our production output. Apples are going strong because they're about to be fully matured now for the next harvest. And then we're supplementing with fish from our pond over here and a little bit of berries, for example. I mean, we're looking really good on, like, food, for example. We actually have honey. We have a decent amount of honey and wax as well, which we can't really do anything with other than just sell, so we might as well just sell that. Export. Sell all honey. Sell all wax. There's literally no use for it in the game. Nice. Maybe... I mean, we don't really need to expand our town much. Like, our town's pretty much chilling, you know? We could keep adding some houses and stuff. Adding whatever, I guess, but things are looking pretty good. Kind of happy with how things are looking. I just really want to upgrade everything that's in here. So that we get, like, the nice-looking aesthetic. Upgrade these houses to level 2. So then everything looks all, like, upgraded in here, you know? Got enough carrots to finish 183 snowmen. That's right. Yeah, maybe Class's tail got cemented into the wall. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Likes curves too on castle walls, of course. Yeah. Some nice curves on the walls. Yeah. How we doing on charcoal for the snowman? We got enough charcoal. We're selling the charcoal though, but we could halt some sales on charcoal if we want to build some snowmen. Imagine if that was a cosmetic thing that you could do during the winter, make some, you know, like your townsfolk make snowmen and stuff. I mean, that'd be cool. Why not? Why not, dude? Nice. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to live in this part of the town? Like, imagine if you were, like, some loser that lived, like, out in the, you know, outside of the castle walls. Couldn't be us. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, he just teleported. Nice, that was good. You saw that, right? He teleported through the ground. That was good. He had his own tunnel that he dug underneath the gateway. He didn't even need the gateway. Who needs the gateway? He just kind of teleported under the ground. That's our resident wizard right there. There he was. In the flesh. Okay, what happens with this guy? You gonna teleport too? Any teleporter enjoyers? Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, whoa. Okay. Pathfinding is in a very good spot. Careful. There's some like weird stuff going on. Whoa. Watch out. There's a wizard making you guys float over here. Just be careful when you go through the walls, guys. Okay. Okay. Looks like no one else is coming for now. We're good. We warned the people. But yeah, imagine, like, it'd be cool to live in the, look at this, dude. You're all secure. Got walls up, dude. We got these nice buildings. We got a market. We got, like, shrubbery. We got this, we got, like, some gardens over here. We got a shrine to remember the fallen. Church where they're buried. We got this awesome manor where I hear there's this like really cool lord guy where he resides. Heard really good things about the lord of this town. Pretty nice house. But yeah, it looks nice in here. What happens when you go? We can't go through the gate. It won't let you walk through the gate. There's collision with the first person character. We can't walk through it. Yeah, it's a medieval subway, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't let you walk through the gate on the first person character or third person character, whatever. Things are looking real nice in here, though. I like what's going on here. One over, one under, exactly. The gateway wasn't wide enough. They had to figure out their own system. They had to figure out their own pathfinding system. The peasants were like, you know what, Greg, your pathfinding solution was, like, okay and all, but, like, we got our own pathfinding solution here, buddy. We're just gonna go ahead and make a little medieval subway here, okay? Boom, problem solved. It is looking quite nice, though. I really like how this is looking in here. This is definitely what I was kind of envisioning as far as the main town area. Feels like we're in, like, what's one of the KCD, like, Cuttenberg or something like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, at least they didn't get stuck. Mind your head. Mind your head. Yeah, exactly. I've been a bad lord. I'm not allowed to go through the gate. That's true. Whoa, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Here she goes. Oh, God. She teleported. She didn't even bother using the subway. She just straight up used teleportation. Yep, there you go. Nice. Good, good, good. Good job. This guy's got a cart. Who knows what he's going to do? Oh. Whoa, okay. Oh, cart guy actually did kind of good. Okay. Oh, we got another teleporter. She's a witch! Right here, this one, she's a witch! Burn her at the stake! She's a witch! She teleported, we all saw it. We all saw it. Get the stockades ready. Ooh, look, our apple orchards are going to yield big time now. They're fully matured, it looks like, so that's good. Very nice, very nice. We'll start to be able to produce some ale here. Oh, this field never got completed, but we have a little bit of barley. Not much, though. It's not going to give us really much. But we'll expand our farming for the upcoming years and stuff. We'll get some more, like, barley and stuff like that. Gonna prepare some beef for dinner. Yeah, no worries, Ned. Sounds good, dude. We'll probably be wrapping up pretty soon, to be honest. It's already been going for a few hours, so... Appreciate you, Ned. Look like a head rolling in the Blair Witch. Exactly. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. I mean, we have plenty of, like, resources. We could add more, like, houses and stuff, but I don't know. That field will never be completed now because everyone thinks there's an ox. Well, that's probably what the problem is, huh? Now I see what's going on. That's why the field never got completed, right? Yeah, because this guy got stuck. A guide is... Dude, Class is like your typical Manor Lords fan here, right? This guy has been waiting out in the empty field for months, years, right? And he is still convinced that a guide is still coming. This is your average Manor Lords fan right here, right? We the updates are coming, guys, okay? They're coming. Trust me. We are all class. We are all class. All of us are all class. Class is a representation of us, of the Manor Lords community. Don't worry, guys. A guide is coming. Surely, a guide is coming. Just keep waiting. Just keep waiting out here in the fields. A guide is coming. Surely. They said they were coming. They're surely coming. Class is all of us. Class, you're a legend. We are class. Yeah, I don't know. Redo the field? I'm not sure. I mean, it kind of seems like he's waiting for... It says he's waiting for a guide, obviously, but I wonder... Because maybe, does he need a guide from the farmhouse? Because he's assigned at the farmhouse? If we assign someone to farm... Let's see what happens. What happens here? Let's see what happens. Wait, this guy's named Class too. Wait. Class is going to guide Class? What's going on here? This is like Inception. Where is this guy? Oh, he's right here. Oh, nice. Now he's stuck in... Bro! Now he's stuck in the town doing nothing. Oh my gosh. Wherever as soon as he got assigned as the farmer, he immediately is just like, oh! I'm stuck. Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, I think we have to delete the field. He's free! He's free! Freedom! Yes! Well, there it is, guys. To complete the metaphor, if we are class and we're waiting, the solution is just delete everything. Just let it burn. Delete it all. Delete your hopes and dreams. Stop waiting. Let the field burn. And then you will be free. Thank you for the lesson in life, class. We can all learn from class. We can all learn from class. Just let it go. Let it burn. Let the field die. Let me move on. Let me move on with my life and return to the farmhouse. Okay, where are they going with class now? What are we doing? Oh, the hitching post is way over here. I forgot. Okay. I guess that's fine. Whatever. Delete our... Exactly, Hans. See, now you're getting it. See, class is full of wisdom. If there's anything you guys take away from this stream, class the ox. Wise. Very wise. We must embrace the lessons of class. Bugs are being fixed. I believe. Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting. I'm out here waiting for a guide. Guide's coming. I'm waiting for a guide. Guide's coming. Heard about the belief where folk would only work with folk or animals. Yeah. That's exactly right, though, Hans. I am very happy with this town now. How it turned out here. I think it's looking really good. Might be a pretty good stopping point there, guys. We freed class. We learned some lessons from the wise teacher, class the Ox. But I think this is a really nice looking build that we made here. We can maybe I'll make a video about this or whatever before the updates drop, just to have something, show what we've been working on, show some cool features with the well, not like features, but show like what you can do with the castle planner, I guess, now and stuff like that. So nice little efficient town that also looks cool, not just pure, like, you know, efficiency or whatever. Got some nice aesthetics here. We got our division of the rich and the poor. Rich up here in the castle, poor down on in the working class, the serfs. But yeah, guys, it has been great getting back to it. Great to connect with you guys all again here on the live stream and everything. Always appreciate you guys being here. Really glad you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for, you know, chatting with me and all that kind of stuff. And we will see what, you know, as we said, they said in the update post that the, you know, all that stuff with the lives, the cows and oats and whatever, you know, the new church tier and all that other stuff is coming by the end of this month to be on the beta, which is, you know, I mean, there's only a few more days of this month. There's, I think Friday is the 31st, right? So we will see if they follow through with that. And then they said it'll be on the main branch by August, and then who knows what's happening after that. But obviously I'm gonna try to be like class. I'm burning down the field of expectations. I'm not waiting for a guide. You know what I mean? We're not gonna sit here waiting for a guide. Just burn down the field of expectations and let's just move on and just do what we can. See how it goes. I mean, there's literally nothing else that can be done anyways. I mean, I've already said what needs to be said. You know what I mean? We'll see if they prove us wrong through actions instead of just, you know, words, empty promises. So we'll see, obviously. But the stuff that is coming does sound really cool. Definitely excited to explore like the new, you know, production chains that'll be included with having the cows and the new, you know, seasonal rotations of all that kind of stuff, and check out how the new castle, the new church, how that comes together, how that looks, and how it works, and all that kind of stuff. Should be really cool. So keep your eyes peeled. Obviously, whenever that drops, I'll be trying to work quickly to get out at least some kind of video to show what's up with the new stuff. But likely it should be good for another live stream next weekend. Hopefully we will be streaming the new stuff actually on the beta branch at that point. So hopefully that will be the case, guys, and looking forward to seeing you then. But like I said, if you guys haven't, definitely check out. There's been a couple videos already posted here on the channel over the last week about the upcoming updates, about discussing Manor Lords, about all that kind of stuff. And I also posted a video the other day, which really could use some extra love. I'd really appreciate some extra support some extra love on this video that I posted for Stronghold 4. We check out the demo for Stronghold 4. It's really cool, guys. I gotta say, honestly, very pleasantly surprised. Like, it had way more depth than I was expecting. Beyond, like, I thought it was just like castle defense only. You know what I mean? But there's like a whole town management, economy, food production, like approval rating. I mean, there's a lot of very similar systems that are in Stronghold as well. Not, you know, quite as extensive in that regard as maybe Manor Lords is or whatever, but or what it's supposed to be. But I was really impressed. The graphics are really nice and everything. So definitely, if you have a chance, definitely please check out that Stronghold video. I could use a little more traction on that one too, because the algorithm favors, you know, Manor Lords content way more heavily than anything else. And I would love to be checking out other games as well and have it be like viable content that I can, you know, do here on the channel and show you guys other stuff and maybe check out other games, other demos, whatever. So anyways, highly recommend. If you guys have a chance, check that out. Let me know your thoughts. I thought it was a really cool game, and looking forward to checking out more of it. But anyways, just an example of maybe some, you know, other type of stuff that we can be checking out here on the channel, and, you know, as we move forward. So please check that out. Let me know what you think, and looking forward to hearing back from you guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys hopefully next weekend. We are all class. That's right. We are learning from his wise actions. That's right. That's right. Yeah, thanks, Bath. Appreciate it. Yeah, great to hear from you guys. Pets Gamer, Hans, yep. Exciting times indeed, yep. Thanks, everybody. Yep, everyone. Carrie, Ned, Pets Gamer, Hans, Bath. Probably missing some people. Arpado, anyone else who was around in the stream. Macromancer. Appreciate you guys. Hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Mega Mac Real, good to hear from you again too, dude. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And definitely keep your eye here on the channel. Let me know what you guys think of everything. And looking forward to hearing back from you guys. And catching up with you guys. Hopefully should be good for next week and another stream as well. So, alright, y'all. We are signing off for now. Never forget the lessons of class, my friends. Alright, bye for now, guys. Yeah, have a good one, guys. Thank you so much. Peace for now.